Welcome in, everybody, to another week of F Buddies with Mike and Andy. Mike Wendt, Andy Ferg. Of course, the F is for food. We are the food show you deserve. Thank you to our sponsors this week, Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage, Ben Franklin Print Company, Twisted Fate Brewing in Danvers, Anthony's Roast Beef and Pizza in Tewksbury, world famous Cabaret Lounge, Route 1 in Peabody, Nick's Pizza Subs and Roast Beef on Essex Street in Beverly, and Nick's Place in Winthrop, and two other places. Come on.
Raymond and Newmarket.
Raymond and Newmarket, along with nicksplaceonline.com.
Absolutely. All those places and then some.
Those fucking places. Andy, how are you?
Currently this second, I'm feeling real good because of the nap. But I do have a hair across my ass about a few things, and we'll get to that in a second.
Sure.
But in mood-wise right now, I'm fantastic.
Oh, fantastic. That's good.
We don't let... What's one of those things I've been posting lately? Lions don't let the opinion of sheep or something like that. One of those dumb fucking I'm a lion or something like that, and then I'm a sheep and all those things. So
a lion in sheep's clothing was one of those things or something. Is that
a lion in sheep's clothing attracts no moss?
Never go swimming 20 minutes after eating. It's always darkest before the dawn. Never shit.
That beer. I have that beer right here. It's always the darkest before the dawn.
There you go.
Look at that, huh? Look at me go.
Look at you, kid. Look at you.
Let's do it.
Let's fucking do it. So, all right. We're just going straight into the rundown?
Yeah, let's fucking hit the rundown. Let's fucking do it. Actually, real quick.
Yeah.
I was supposed to stop with this fucking weird Facebook bit I'm doing. I was going to do it, stop Monday, do it for a full week and move on.
Yeah.
I am having so much fun doing it and making fun of people.
Yeah.
I can't stop. And people are feeding me ideas that are like Billy wrote a fucking whole passive aggressive, typical 35-year-old single chick fucking post with peace signs and emojis and the dancing lady. He wrote the whole thing for me and goes, post this. I'm like, yeah, perfect. I'm competing with real old people that I can't beat. I'm trying.
Well, you're expanding your horizon now. You're showing your range as a character here on Facebook, because you're not only it started with like the old person thing, right?
Yeah.
Now you're expanding into the bitchy middle-aged woman,
needy bitchy middle-aged woman too. Because today I asked about my funeral.
Yes, the melodramatic fucking person.
Yep.
Who always wants to post about doom and gloom. I can't take it anymore. Vague post. Send fucking help.
Can someone send me $10 so I can get a pizza? That's what I'm gonna post next.
That's a good one. Yeah. You'll probably actually get it. That's the funny thing.
Can someone send me a pizza?
The funny thing is, as you mentioned, Billy wrote that thing. It's actually fun for us, your friends, because just figuring out ideas to send you. It's funny. Like first, I said, pretend you're copy and pasting a password and just post that.
Yep. So at first I was getting shit from some people, and those same people are now diving the DMs with things to post.
They're all in on the bit.
You didn't get the joke in the beginning. You were calling me out. Now you get the joke. We're having a fucking blast with it.
Right.
Which makes me very happy.
You're also attracting a copycat or two, but that is what it is.
Yeah, there's one of our loyal listeners is blatantly copying me. I thought it was just because he was drunk last night because I was with him last night, briefly.
I think it's been going on for a couple days here, guy.
Okay, but I didn't notice. But then this morning he did it. I went, that's just a blatant copy. What are we doing here?
Hey, everybody wants to ride those Ferg coattails, right?
Yeah, ride the coat. You know what? They're riding them hard right now on two different things that are on our rundown. I had no idea.
Yeah.
That there was as much hate toward your boy Adam Jumptown as there was until I threw some shade his way. In the support publicly and privately. Wow.
The funny thing was, and it was a message was sent to me. It must have been yesterday, right? Because you did the thing on Sunday night, right? The video.
Yes. Yes, I did. Yes.
And I woke up to a message from one of our listeners being like, oh, I can't wait to hear the whole story and blah, 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 blah. And they also brought up, isn't this the second time that you guys have basically aborted him? And I'm like, yeah, basically we did this whole emancipation of fucking Jumptown months
Let him back
ago.
in though.
Back when he was fucking tagging Stevie in the beef groups.
It's just you want to. He's lovable, but
well, yeah,
you almost. But it's his act is now. You see through it now. There's no this bullshit about keep it local because we are and you are and I am and we don't know what we do. And once you get past it, it's become evident to me he's full of shit.
Yeah,
and it's pretty aggravating. And I will tell the story of why I'm mad. Because I did
like when, because again, I was reading the video because I was at a bar. I wasn't listening to it, but I did like how you started like, I'm not going to go into details. And then 4 minutes later, you're still fucking going into details.
I didn't give them all though.
Hilarious.
I saved a few nuggets for us.
Appreciated.
This is how this all started. So I'm going through the sponsorship signs from previous golf tournaments. And at this time last year, Adam Jumptown was the MVP. And he paid for a sponsorship sign because he wanted a sign that said he's the MVP. Good. Now I'm going to ask you if you want to pay for a sign again because I'm trying to raise money for charity, and I got my hooks in you.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, Jump, do you want to sponsor a hole again this year?
Because he has a business.
He does have a business now. At this point,
if you haven't heard about it.
Last year he was slinging food for Donnie on the truck.
Right, exactly.
This year he has a business.
Right.
Instead of donating the $125 or whatever it was to have a sign, he offered to cook for people in their house as a raffle prize. Now, I read this, and I know he's dead serious because he has an ego bigger than anyone I know in the world, comparatively to how much he deserves. You know what I mean? Like the difference between his actual ego and what it should be, it's the biggest gap of all time. It's like Grand Canyon gap. Like, right. Settle down. Right. And it was he used it in the third person. He said, "Jump will come to your house and cook."
The Jump will come to your house and cook.
And then he valued his own services.
If you smell what the Jump is cooking,
at $300.
All right.
To get Jump to come to your house and cook. And obviously that doesn't count ingredients because I can spend $300 in 10 fucking minutes if I want, Wagyu beef and lobster. So obviously I'm buying the groceries and Jumpy Boy's coming in to fucking fire up my oven. No one wants that. No one, I can't think of anyone in the world that wants a stranger who is a glorified fucking line cook to come into their house and cook for them. Yes, he can cook. Jump can cook. There's no disputing Jump can cook. I don't dispute that. But you're not Bobby fucking Flay. You're not I'm going to say it. You're not a real fucking chef. You didn't go to culinary school. You learned at Burton's. You're a cook. You're a good cook. Congrats. You and everybody fucking else. Okay, if Matt Marquis, the previous owner of Jamie's, who's a trained chef, like legit, his job right this second is head chef. He's been a head chef in many places. If he offered a $300 value raffle prize, I would bid on that. Even though Matt's a multicolored haired weirdo, I like Matt. He's just got the fucking weird hair.
Sure.
I'm not trying to be mean, but no one wants you in their fucking house smoking weed and fucking breaking doors. No one asked for that. No one's ever asked for Adam Jumptown to come to the fucking kitchen and cook. You make me fucking smash burgers? What are you making?
Well, I guess that would be the question. Like, what you said, he's putting a value on it, but what exactly are you cooking? Because $300 for how many people are you going to cook smash burgers for?
Oh, I think it was 3, and he called it the super 3-way, which is an odd number.
A fucking $100 sandwich each fucking person.
Well, he called it the Jumptown Super 3-way, which makes it seem like he's cooking roast beef for you.
Yeah, great.
Which then again, it's a 4-hour fucking process to cook it, rest it, slice it. How long are you going to be here?
Are you ever leaving?
Are you moving into my fucking house? Like, what time we starting this extravaganza? It reminds me of the episode of Parks and Rec when Ron Swanson
puts the
wants to
beef
do.
in, just goes sits out back and smokes all day.
When Ron Swanson wants to do a barbecue for his coworkers, did you watch that show at all, Parks and Rec?
No.
He's going to cook a brisket for them, and they all go to the park, and they're all there for 3:00 or whatever, and they're all excited. Like, when are we going to start cooking? Ron goes, "Oh, I started cooking. It'll be ready at 11 p.m. tonight." Because he's cooking a brisket.
He's smoking a brisket, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, this is what's going. Like, but he didn't. Again, I was at this point. I'm like, okay, this is just typical fucking Jump.
Right.
Weird. He's gonna cook for people. No, okay. I go.
I
hey,
mean, the response isn't outside the realm of what you would expect.
No, of course, it's actually dead on what I'd expect. So I'm obviously not doing that. That's weird. But I go, I don't understand how this is going to happen. He wanted to be on one of the holes and do a closest to the pin, and you get a raffle ticket, and the person who gets the raffle wins the. It was a whole complicated thing that came from clouds of smoke in his brain.
Look, fucking settle down.
Yeah, exactly.
The raffles are done very simply with blue tickets.
Yeah, and last year we had Rama on a hole, which we'll get to him later, offering up $500 for hole in one. Cool, that's your problem, not my problem.
Right.
So I go, now, this is my innocent question. My response, instead of being like, that's a fucking stupid idea, in my head, I'm thinking, that's a stupid fucking idea.
Yeah.
I go, if you're on the truck, okay, let me start over. Jump was supposed to be cooking on the truck with Donnie.
That was always what was assumed, yeah.
Original plan. I couldn't get the Beefy Boys this year. My fault. I asked too late and they booked their date. Whatever, couldn't get them. My fault fully. I reached out to Donnelly Food Truck and Donnie and said, can you do the event this year? Either way, the answer to the next question didn't matter. I just wanted a truck there and love Donnie and he's a big supporter. And
yeah,
he sponsors, and I don't care if he can do beefs. I just want food.
Right.
Cook hot dogs, sausages, and fucking cheeseburgers. Just feed the people.
Sausages
on the turn so no one dies. Yeah, so no one fucking dies. Even cook Chinese if you want. I don't care. So I go, hey, it would be wicked cool if you could do beefs. And as we know, Adam, Jump Town, has been doing beefs at his job. He's been dipping his toe in the beef world. And people have been rating them pretty decent. I go, you can get Adam. He goes, I can get Adam. Cool. So we're going to have Donnie and Adam doing beefs at the tournament. It'd be like nothing ever changed. All we're going to do is put a slicer on Donnie's truck, which I believe they can be moved from place to place.
Sure.
So up until 2 days ago, I assumed that was still the plan.
Right.
When I said to Adam, I said, well, how are you going to work a hole at the golf course and give away a dinner if you're working on the truck slinging beefs? He writes back, no beef, no Adam, I'm not working. That's a weird response to me. Those are no the punctuation, these just fucking words.
Yeah.
Word salad. And I go, oh, what happened? Now, I have not talked to
I've
talked to
Adam,
Donnie.
no beef. Mungo only pawn in game of life.
Now, I have talked to Donnie about other things. He's never mentioned this. So I want to make sure this is clear. I got no intel from other places. Everything I heard came right from Jump, which is the most amazing thing about this.
It's a great source.
He and Donnie couldn't come to a monetary agreement.
All right.
On what it's going to cost. Now, I mean, I get it. You got to get paid for your time. Not working for free. Wait a
minute. We're not?
We're not. Some people do, though.
You guys are getting paid?
So I'm like, well, he goes, I asked for this is me. I'm gonna word this exactly how he wrote it because I don't want to be wrong.
Are you talking to Donnie or Adam?
Adam.
Okay.
I asked Adam what happened.
Yep.
He said, I asked for $500 to show up and cook in a 50-50 split on the beef sales. Now, I don't know if I don't understand both of those items because a five spot's a lot of money to slice meat for a couple hours.
It feels like you should have gone with one of those options.
Exactly. You can't have both. That's my point.
You can't have both. Like if you're going to bring the beef and you're going to sling beef, of course it's a fucking beef golf tournament. Everyone's going to be buying beef. So of course that makes sense. 50-50 split on that. Fine. It's Donnie's truck. You're bringing the shit. You're making the food. Great. That makes sense. Or you just take the money up front and let Donnie take the rest of it. Yep. Hope he makes $500 back.
again, yeah, you can't have both.
Right.
Now, I saw this, and I am a businessman. I'm not just this fucking idiot who talks on this and goes on Facebook and pretends I'm an old woman.
Yeah.
I live in a real world of business where that makes no sense because, all right, there's going to be 150 people at the golf tournament. I'm going to say 120 will eat. There'll be a few that don't eat, right?
Yeah.
Say you're selling like an $8 beefs, $9 beefs. They cost you $3 or $4 to make each one.
Sure.
Do the fucking math. 5 times 120 in profit is $600 a day. Maybe you make 1,000 because there's other things. There's fries.
You just answered your own question. Do math.
Yeah, do math. So maybe the truck nets $1,000 for the day, which I think is probably accurate.
Sure.
Which is a pretty good day for a truck that's going to be there for 4 hours. It's not just there all day. It's there from fucking 10 to like 2. It's 4 hours.
I mean, it's not like Beefy Boys didn't want to do it.
No.
They were already booked.
Yeah, they were booked. And
they did very well the last couple of years.
So you get $1,000. Donnie throws Adam a 5-spot. Donnie puts a 5-spot in his pocket. Adam is able to advertise his kitchen. The one out in East Bumfuck that I will never go to.
Right.
I probably wouldn't have anyways, but we've solidified that now. Andy is not supporting that guy. Oh, Jesus. So I said, it sounds like you're asking an awful lot.
Yeah.
Now, am I being aggressive?
No. You're still on point there.
Yeah. And this is when idiot pushed me over the line. This is the exact moment because I don't take this comment well.
So all you said was, it sounds like you're asking a lot, guy.
Literally that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Not even guy. I didn't even throw a guy in there. It sounds like you're asking an awful lot. That's the most benign comment I could have made, and I had many other ones on deck.
It's also it's a very truthful comment.
It is. It's
like I didn't know all the specifics, and it's like I honestly I didn't know because I missed it because I was reading also at a bar, not listening to your video. I didn't know about the 50-50 split thing of it.
I just
thought it was fucking $500, and okay, $500 appearance fee. Okay, that's a little steep, but all right. Also the fact that it was being called an appearance fee is hilarious, by the way.
He worded it a certain way that it felt appearance fee to me, especially if you're asking for money, asking for a commission and that.
So the two of them together, that's like there's multiple old stories about actors in movies, and one of them, probably the most famous one, is Donald Sutherland in Animal House, and he was offered points on the movie or $10,000 up front, and he didn't think anything about this movie. It was some weird college movie. I'm going to take $10,000.
I mean, odds of him being right are pretty good at that point, but it wasn't right this time.
In that moment, yes, he probably thought he was making the right move, but obviously he didn't know it was going to become the movie it was, and obviously would have become a multi-millionaire just off that movie alone. Now, it kind of feels like a similar situation where it's like you take either points on the sandwiches or money up front. Not both, pal.
Can't have both. Can't have both. Not at work. And I've hired subcontractors to do what I do.
Right. When you say do what you do, you mean in your real life?
In my real life job, my construction job, the business I own with my brother, my family business that we've been around for 38 years.
Yeah.
38 years in business, myself personally doing it for 21 after I graduated college with a business degree. I just want to be clear about certain qualifications that I might have beyond certain people. And
wait, you mean you didn't get a degree in fucking viral TikToks?
No, I am getting good at that, though.
The random ass viral TikToks?
I'm getting really good at viral TikToks and such. But after I responded benignly and said, I think you're asking an awful lot.
Yeah.
I got one sentence back, and I was told to stick to gutters.
Oof. Now,
if those who don't know what my business is the installation of gutters on houses. I do it every fucking day of my life for the last 20 years.
There's definitely a joke that you're going to probably land, but yeah, you did my mom's gutters too.
I did your mom's gutters, and more than just that.
And then took her down to the gutter.
I did her gutter and her fucking turd cutter. Boom, send it.
There you go.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, so
we've
stick
been
to
doing
gutters.
This. I should stick to gutters, and there's only two ways to take that. It's either very similar to what Jamie's did to Dan Bob,
right?
Minimizing me based on my job, or it's stay in your fucking lane.
Neither one.
Either way, fuck all the way off.
Yeah, whichever way you cut it, it's basically telling you to go fuck yourself.
Yeah, go fuck myself.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing that happens when it comes to the golf tournament, which he showed up last year with fucking like literally a mouse-infested bag of golf clubs. I'm not kidding. There was mouse, like, you know, if you take something old out of your attic or garage you can tell there's a mouse nest in there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what he had for clubs. He had like 4 clubs and a couple balls. He's wearing socks and sneakers. It was, please stay home. He tried to play. It was really weird.
I can't believe I missed it.
Yeah. Him and Bean Shooter at the beginning was a very bizarre opening. So just if you were to come to the tournament and cook and make a normal wage, you would have been able to promote the fuck out of your kitchen. I would have posted about it. I would have given you free publicity because I just want the tournament to be an awesome day. Here's the thing, which I've made very clear.
So not just you, but like the tournament I did show up for 2 years ago.
Yep.
That whole day was just people posting Beefy Boy sandwiches.
All day.
All day. That's all it was.
We own the page for the day.
Myself included.
The golf tournament takes the page over for that entire day.
It was same thing when Ferg Fest happened. Everyone was posting Beefy Boy sandwiches all fucking day.
Speaking of that, that's when we did Ferg Fest and it wasn't going to be a beef fest. This is just another typical little like, if you like, you watch the movies where there's a murder and they put the little pins on the board of evidence things, trying to piece it all together.
Yep.
This is called the douchebag of Adam Jumptown board, the vision board.
Sure.
He was going to do beefs that day and compete with Beefy Boys. When I asked them to come and do normal stuff, like, no, you can't.
I don't know if we ever brought it up on the show, but I do remember you telling me, that you had to basically tell him, no, you can't. We have a beef truck. It's not a beef thing.
No, I hired you guys because I wanted what you do.
Sausages.
And then he bitched out. And he can't read his own. Actually, let me rephrase. He didn't
bitch out.
He can't read his own contract, and he found that he had to be at work that day.
Yeah.
Because Donnie read his contract.
Hilarious it was Donnie that had to tell him that.
Yes. And then Donnie ended up not showing up because the truck broke, but that's not Donnie's fault. That's neither here nor there. The truck broke.
I mean, the truck broke. That shit happened.
Yeah. Yeah. So, again, whatever.
The truck broke and he forgot to read his contract.
Hold on. What's that say?
I don't know. Was it on Instagram?
No. That was a text from Donnie just now. I hope he's listening. I couldn't see it, though. So here's the thing about that day too, and you are one of these people involved in that day, and
the golf tournament.
You come up, come up. You fly up from Florida.
Yep.
Do you get an appearance fee?
Not yet, pal, but that Venmo request is coming.
Yeah, you come up for the day. You come up. I mean, I know you're from around here, and you come visit family. You have a great weekend. And now the first year we had the beef and beer fest at Bentwater. So again,
I mean, we make a fucking weekend of it, but yeah, it costs me money.
Of course it does.
If I can,
Yeah, you come up. It's all right. We can work something out. We lost. You're just gonna sing the national anthem.
Fuck.
Well, I need something to do it, and he's not. I don't think he. Speaking of, I don't think he can associate with me anymore.
Really? Him
I think
too.
He's running for. I think he's running for office.
Oh well, that makes sense then.
Yeah, I saw his name on a sign today. It's something to do with clerk of courts. I'm like, oh fuck. I am a persona non grata.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah. Well, he's a court officer. That's his real job.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's why him and Steve have in common. They're both court officers.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I only know it because we have
because you know
a friend. I do, but I also have a mutual friend with him. I've known him longer than he's been the anthem singer. I played in the golf tournament with him like 15 years ago.
Gotcha.
So you come up.
I come up.
I've paid people in the past to show up, but they had a certain purpose.
Well, they had a job.
They had huge tits.
There was that.
Not that you don't.
No,
but
I mean,
people want to see them.
I'm growing them.
Yeah, people want to see them.
They're getting bigger. You're going to get an extra $100 every cup.
Yeah. So it's just, but never a cook, and I never have an involvement in the food truck. It's they sell their food. I don't get anything for that. They get like it's very separate.
Right.
I never wanted to have an involvement. I never wanted to give a free beef with every foursome. It's a pain in the ass. The food's there. If you want to buy it, go have it.
Sure. The food truck has always shown up with the expectation of X amount of sandwiches being sold because there's X amount of people showing up.
Yep.
This is how it's that you're showing up on expectation, but also you're not paying a fee to like you who's hosting the tournament.
Yeah, there's
whatever you sell, you keep.
Exactly. I have never wanted any involvement in that. I think it's weird if I did.
It's also it's one of those things, and people do like to comment and do like to give you shit about it. And I did see right before we started going on, someone dumped in the Jamie's thing.
Yeah.
That it's not a profit day for you.
No,
that's what Ferg Fest was. No question about it.
I broke even.
You broke even, but the goal was to make money on that one. Mm-hmm. This one is not a make money thing. This is 100% goes to whatever charity you choose that fucking year.
And what's funny too is I know the Pete Frady's Foundation for ALS Research, the Ice Bucket Challenge guy.
Okay.
So what's funny about that is too, there's a lot of ways of getting around when you're a charity. You'd be doing charity work.
Yeah. You
can pay people to work. You can pay yourself to work. I don't. My wife helps me out immensely that day.
Yeah.
Everyone, so many volunteers, but if I was going to be a shyster, a scumbag, I could name my wife the fucking treasurer of the GFY Foundation and pay her a salary and take it out of the charity. There's ways around that. Trust me, I've wanted to do it for a while.
There's always ways to skim.
Yes, but I don't. It's all the money comes in, we pay all the bills.
Too much integrity for your own good.
Sucks. I fucking hate it. I hate having integrity. So that's how I do it. Everyone pays to play. It's $700 for a foursome, and then I get whole sponsors, and I have Joe print up sweet shirts for every person that plays. Give a goodie bag. I'm going to get monogram balls this year made up, and I pay for catering for the after party. We do raffle prizes. I buy some are donated. At the end of the whole day, all the money goes into one big bag.
Yep.
We pay the bills. After once the bills are all paid, the bag goes to charity. That's it. That's how we do it. I don't put any money in my own anything. It's not my money.
And when you say bills, I mean it's the majority of it. And again, I don't know, but I'm just kind of assuming. Golf course,
the
hall for the after party, and champions.
And champions, yeah, because
they provide food.
Those are the four big boys. Yeah,
and once those three are done, the rest of it goes to the charity.
Yeah. Like I said, I if the raffle prizes are a little weak, I'll beef it up with some money out of that. But that money comes back our way because more raffle tickets get sold if I throw a nice driver or TV in there. Right. It's easy. Or like good tickets. It's whatever. I know how to do it. It's not hard.
Yeah.
Money in, money out. Move on with your life.
Right.
So, man, if you think I have integrity, my wife's way.
Donnie is watching, by the way. Donnelly Food Truck will sponsor a hole, he said on Instagram.
Yes, they are. Oh, they are. They're sponsoring a hole. I have the sign still. Mm-hmm. It's funny as Donnie had 2 holes last year because of his previous job. I'm like, I assume Padre Azul is not involved this year. You haven't heard you talk about him since then? He goes, no, just Donnelly. It's okay, cool, buddy.
That's the tequila with the skull thing.
Yeah, we got
the
bottle.
Great fucking bottle.
Yeah, awesome. I'm afraid to open mine. It's such a cool bottle.
I finished the tequila. It's actually really good tequila too.
I'm sure.
It's really good tequila too. Yeah, that actually surprised me because normally when it's such a fucking elaborate packaging, the contents aren't, especially because of the price point.
Yep,
it wasn't an overly expensive.
You're paying for the leather, kid.
Yeah. It's leather stitching, big fucking heavy metal skull topper. Usually, if the tequila is good, you're paying $200 for that bottle, and it wasn't. Yep. So I was very surprised.
I guess long story short, in this whole thing, so I want to move on from this fucking idiot.
I'm like, fuck that shit.
Everyone volunteers their time that day, and I don't expect anyone to not make money if they're there on business purposes.
Sure,
but don't get fucking greedy and put Donnie in a position where he's not going to make money. Donnie's going to lose money that day because you're a fucking celebrity chef when you're not. You roast meat.
I used to be a goddamn celebrity.
Yeah, Mike was on TV.
I used to be somebody, and now I show up once a year and scream blue ticket and no grimace. I don't get paid for that either.
No, he doesn't. Maybe we'll book his flight this year. Put him on JetBlue.
I did it because the first year Andy was just kind of being soft spoken on the megaphone, and I was drunk and loud.
Yes,
and it worked. I've come a long way. It made you laugh once. I've been doing it for 3 fucking years.
The joke doesn't get old to me. I know a lot of folks hate it, which is why I like it.
It makes it even better. Yeah.
Yeah, I do enjoy a joke that is beaten to death.
I feel like last year
on purpose
there was more people who weren't there the year before, at least at the after party, because there seemed to be a lot more annoyed people the more I did Blue Ticket. And it's like, weren't you here last year? Don't you get the bit?
We shouldn't have much turnover either, because I mean,
it's you.
I kind of put it out that all my friends.
This year,
first,
I'm assuming it's probably going to be the fact that it sold out before it was announced. I'm assuming it's
a few people that didn't play last year, a handful of people that didn't play last year, got themselves a couple foursomes this year because they couldn't play last year. So we're getting more people that were
gotcha.
We'll know the bit.
Gotcha.
So that's it. He's Fredo. We've been over it before. You guys were right. I was wrong.
Here's the thing. This is the second time we've done this. When we started this conversation, this is the second time we've had the abortion of Adam Jump Town.
Yeah, and I'm done.
Are we 2 strikes? He's out.
I'm all set. It's just.
Are we gonna get a fucking message tomorrow morning being like, "Hey guys, blah 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 blah"?
No, you just come on.
Because I'm a very forgiving person after the fact. I do stuff for content and for the show and all that stuff, but really I don't give a fuck.
No, I am too. But also, this one,
I wasn't told to stick to gutters, pal.
Yep.
Wow.
Hey Andy, all that support you've given me over the years. I know we've busted his balls, but obviously
support one right there.
Hey Andy, you know what? All the support. Go fuck yourself. Thanks for everything.
Yeah.
And hey Donnie, I know. Remember you gave me a job with the truck, and I've kind of skyrocketed myself by making TikToks and becoming popular.
Yeah.
You fuck you too.
Fuck you too.
You fuck you. Who's next?
Oh, we'll see.
Won't be me.
We'll see.
Won't be me.
Next up.
Okay.
Next up, someone near and dear to our hearts.
A great person.
Twisted Fate has had themselves a hell of a week since last Tuesday when we were doing this show.
Yeah, I'd say that's accurate.
Yeah, so it started, I want to say the next day. Thanks, Dave, for not giving us the fucking scoop on Tuesday, but I understand. The next day I see on Instagram and Facebook, the whole Twisted Fate family holding up their banner in front of what will become their new location next year.
Yep. Their second location.
Because
they're not moving, they're just expanding.
So you have a lot more info on this than I do. I know it's at Suffolk Downs. Yep. I believe are they going to continue to call it Suffolk Downs? Because I see Beachmont as the label a lot. Beachmont. Okay.
Yeah. They're building a shitty pot of town at Beachmont.
A shitty pot town.
CT pot town. They're building a Linfield marketplace.
It's a marketplace type of thing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Condos, retail, restaurants, etc.
Yeah. Just a CT pot town.
CT pot town.
If you have not seen that season of South Park, I suggest you do. Fucking hilarious.
You can live right over Kenny's house.
Yes. CT pot town.
CT pot town.
Next to City Walk. Shitty Walk.
Shitty Walk.
Shitty Walk. And shitty chicken.
With the shitty chicken and the shitty fried rice.
That's right.
But yeah, so Dave and the whole team at Twisted Fate are going to have a beer garden, or is it beer garden, beer hall? What is the right terminology here?
Tap room.
Is it inside or outside?
Inside. Tap room.
Okay, so tap room at this Beachmont complex, I guess.
And they're going to be whatever. It's an outdoor mall.
Yeah.
With it's Linfield Marketplace, but I don't know if it's quite that big. But same idea.
It's probably.
And
it's the Suffolk Downs.
Well, I think there'll be more housing than there is shopping, I guess.
True.
Again, we don't know what we do.
We
don't know what we don't. I don't know what the saying is anymore. I've lost track.
We don't know yet.
So he's been working on this for months, Dave. And I've been privy to the progress, and I mean, like, I want to talk. And I've teased on this show a couple times.
The fact that you were able to keep this a fucking secret, you of all people, like,
I know I'm bad at secrets.
You're terrible. We'll literally we'll prep something before the show goes in. It's like, all right, let's not talk about this, and we'll go into it. We'll be passive aggressive, and you'll just blurt out whatever the fuck we were supposed to say. It's like, I guess we're doing it.
Yeah, we're doing it.
I guess we're doing it.
Mike Sullivan on the Facebook commentary, outdoor seating as well.
Oh, fantastic!
So indoor and outdoor seating. It's gonna. So they're still gonna be brewing their beer in Danvers. That's not gonna change.
Right.
It's just they're gonna be selling it at this place at Suffolk Downs as well as the tap room in Danvers. And they're going to have this whole new clientele because they for some reason, and I don't understand why.
Right.
Twisted Fate isn't in a lot of restaurants and bars.
Right.
I can't explain it. I don't know what the answer is. I think when Dave first started brewing, he tried to become, expand quick and get in bars and everything, and it just didn't happen. Right now, he's brewing the best beer on the North Shore.
100%.
Every batch he brews is better than the previous one, and that's not just because he sponsors us. If a shitty beer company sponsored us, I would only drink that beer for content for the show and during the show.
You wouldn't drink it nightly.
I drink it every I'm supposed to be off fucking beer. I'm supposed to be off beer.
Yeah, you might as well quit that fucking diet competition.
I can't walk by my fridge without fucking necking a Twisted Fate. It's not like it's one style. I'm drinking IPAs, Pilsners, stouts. Like, the guy can fucking brew beer. So
and that's the funny thing, because like I'm not a picky beer drinker. I'm not. But in the last couple of weeks, there have been moments that have come up. One of them when I was at Halloween Horror Nights with that lacto cooler fucking green sour thing that was just awful. I know Mike's listening. I know he does like it, but it tasted like a fucking heartburn wrapped in an electric asshole.
Mike's a sour guy. Mike's a sour guy. He's a huge sour guy. Like, you and I are big sour guys.
Because the only real time that I can think of that I had sours was at Twisted Fate. And they were fucking fantastic. And that's exactly what I said, because my brother was there with me. And I'm like, I'll try this. That's a sour. I fucking like sours. I had sours at Twisted Fate. I took a drink. I'm like, this is not Twisted Fate. This fucking is horrible.
Well, they're legit sour motherfuckers, where Twisted Fate's like a fruited drink, but it's more fruit forward, less bitter, less sour.
And then it was either yesterday or the day before, you posted a video on Craft Beer Mafia about people pretending to like IPA.
Yeah.
Again, that's generally me. Like, generally, it's like when I was doing a TV show, I faked it constantly. People would give me this swill, and it's like, oh, fantastic. Here's the most bitter thing I'm ever going to put in my fucking mouth. But when I go to Twisted Fate, I'll drink every one of their beers. I have not, and again, not because they sponsor us, I have not had a fucking bad beer there. And each one they release just seems to get fucking better than the last one.
He makes these fucking juice bombs that are awesome, and I love them. That's the nerdy way, the nerdy term for them.
Juice bombs,
because they're so not bitter and so fruity, and they still IPAs. They hit you with the IPA kick, but they don't get you in the back of the throat like a West Coast style IPA would. A New England style IPA, which Dave is fucking crushing right now.
Yeah,
every one of them is just so smooth and so good. And whatever, the guy brews great fucking beer.
He does,
and he's going to be expanding to greater Boston, which is huge for him, because this is what I like about it. Instead of asking everybody take my beer, he's saying, fuck you, I'm bringing my beer.
Right.
And that right there is a can-do attitude I love.
And like you said, it's expanding the audience of the beer. He makes great beer. Now people are going to, more people are going to know about it. That's the fucking trick. Even like when we were doing the show at Dom's.
Yep.
And Dom sells craft beer, and it's like, oh, let's get fucking Dom in touch with Dave so they can put Twisted Fate in fucking Dom, stuff like that. It's like, it's a very word of mouth thing, and I understand that because they're a small family owned fucking brewery. Now expanding into something like this, that's going to have a lot of fucking, as they say in the business, curb appeal, a lot of traffic, if you will.
I don't know. I know this Everett has one road with a bunch of places.
Sure.
This fucking, I don't know what that fucking place is called. The place we don't go anymore. It sucks now.
The casino?
No. The breweries. There's a one road in Everett, and it's the biggest douchebag fucking tap room of all time.
Right.
And they're huge. They're hugely popular. And someone will tell me in a second. I stopped going there because they're dicks and they don't know how to brew good beer anymore. But they're a very popular brewery around here.
Okay.
There's a one road. I went down this road one night like 10 years ago, and it was a blast. But besides that area, there's not a craft beer scene around there. No. I mean, there's Faces in Malden. There's places, but not like, if you are in a premier dining and shopping location.
That's just it. There's going to be a bunch of restaurants, a bunch of shopping, and there's going to be residential as well.
You know what I love doing? After dinner or before dinner or after work, grabbing a fucking beer.
Anytime.
Yeah, anytime when I'm awake.
And it is good that, as Mike pointed out, they are going to have outdoor seating, which was one of the last times I was at
night shift.
Night shift. That's what it.
Night shift. Yeah.
One of the last times I was there with Dave, and we were talking about outdoor seating. I'm like, why can't you go out back? And it's all Danvers local rules and whatnot. And I'm like, because the back fucking parking lot would be great if you could do some music or have some trucks and stuff like that outside.
Yeah.
And they just couldn't allow it. So now that they have the space at this Beachmont property, it's gonna be awesome.
It's big balls energy is what it is.
It really is. Good for them. Good for them. Like I said in my Facebook book, awesome people doing fucking awesome shit.
Yeah,
plain and simple.
I was over there last night.
I know you were. I'm gonna put up the banner for their Oktoberfest coming this Saturday. But you were there last night for a little TV spot, a little TV appearance where you didn't even wear the shirt of the podcast. You do, Dick.
I first of all, I wanted to get on the podcast. I wanted to get on the show, and having the F Buddies logo might not get me on the show.
Most people
that gets cut quick. Now the girl who was.
They would just crop it to the fucking palm tree. Come on, most of the time they'll show you from the tits up anyway, not to embarrass you.
I hope so. So yesterday afternoon, last night, whatever.
Hilarious. Chronicle. Wore a Weed Company shirt.
I did. That was on purpose.
Yeah, I know.
That was subtle fun.
Yeah.
Chronicle, the show on Channel 5 that's still on the air.
Amazing.
I haven't watched it in a while, and I think Anthony Everett is the host now. Like, not that old dude that used to host it, but it's a fine little show. Little old person. If you don't like Jeopardy because you're stupid, you watch Chronicle instead.
You know what they got? They got fucking name recognition. Everybody in New England knows what Chronicle is.
They do. It's been around for fucking ever. So Chronicle is doing a story on. I think it's basically uncommon owners of breweries. People like normally it's just fat white dudes that own breweries.
Yeah.
And no, Twisted Fate has one of those. We all love them. But the majority owner's stake in Twisted Fate are women.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know percentages. None of my business, but I know they're more than 50% woman owned.
Sure.
So they're technically a woman owned brewery because they have women who own it, and that's not like
usually how that works. And
that's not like bullshit. It's just no. There's Erica is involved. They're involved. The women are involved.
Yeah.
And also the Dave's what'd you call it? Dave's assistant brewer, the number 2, because Dave's the head brewer. His number 2 is number 2. So it's very number 2.
Number 2.
It's very much a woman brewed, very much woman owned.
It's very much a woman dominant business.
There's so many bitches over there. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Bitches be shopping.
Bitches be brewing, man.
Yeah.
Bitches be brewing.
Anyways, Chronicle, wanted to do a story on them, and great. It's a cool story, and they were doing a black-owned brewery, and they had other, again, it's usually fat white dudes, so whatever.
Yeah.
So Dave asked me and Mo to come over there and maybe pop on the camera for an interview.
Sure.
So me and Mo and the wives show up, and we're just hanging out, and they're interviewing. They tell us to hang out, and it kind of was inferred like have a beer,
You're at a brewery.
Have a beer in your hand.
Beer.
No, have a beer in your hand. That way, when they're filming B-roll, there's no empty cups around. It felt very much like get to drinking, Andy.
Yeah.
In my own head, I felt like I should be drinking. I drink fast.
It was amusing that because Mo was taking some of the worst pictures in the history of pictures.
He's the worst picture taker of all time.
And as it's posted, I had been texting you for probably 45 minutes at this point, and I looked down and I'm like, oh, Andy's texting me in this picture.
I was responding.
And then the second picture, your hand is still in your phone. I'm like, I should stop drinking and texting Andy tonight. He looks like he's busy.
I got things going on. So I guess the point is this. They were doing all this footage, and they were interviewing the Twisted Fate group, all 4 of them. Dave was trying to dodge the camera as much as possible, but he couldn't. Interviewing this Pink Boots Society, which is it's basically a conglomerate of female brewers.
Aha.
And every brewery does a Pink Boots beer every year. And I think the money goes to the Susan G. Komen Foundation.
You never fuck up, so I gotta kill you on one.
The Susan G. Komen Foundation.
Isn't that the Titty Foundation?
Yeah, Titty Foundation.
Okay, good.
So I mean, Coastal Mass did it when they sponsored us. Dave does one so whatever. She was there. Here's the point of my story, though.
Love them titties.
I was there at the brewery drinking the beer. They kept, Dave was offering, and I kept getting. Do you want another beer? Yeah, of course. Mike Sullivan. I'm drinking. I haven't had dinner yet. We were gonna go to dinner afterwards.
Did you make it to dinner?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
They interviewed me last.
It's always the way, right?
I should have been first.
Yeah, never that way.
I drink too fast. They're outside filming signs. Signs don't get drunk. Beers don't get drunk. They're filming beers, filming people pouring beers. Great. All cool. All good. It's going to be an awesome story.
There was no cameras in the fucking brewery, but Andy's still making sure his glass is full.
It's true.
You gotta fill it up just in case the B-roll shoots from outside.
They were outside at this point. There was no camera running inside. That's a really good point.
And you probably knocked back 4 or 5 while they were outside.
So, and Dave comes over and said they only wanted to interview one of us. It's me and Mo sitting there.
Yeah.
And I got quiet. Like, it's a beer. It's the Mo's. I mean, I know Dave sponsors us, but Mo's the beer guy.
It's literally his whole personality.
Yeah, I'm like, and Mo's good on camera. He went to fucking school for this shit.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm like, and Mo just goes, have him do it. I go, why would I do it? I don't.
You're trying to talk him out of it.
No, but I want to. Yes, I want to do it, but I feel like it should. I was kind of in a spot like, do I want this?
Right.
Should Mo do it instead? But I'm not going to fight hard. I mean, it's Channel 5. I'm not going to put myself out there. I'm going to go for it. So I said, all right, fine, I'll do it. Over an hour goes by. Still sitting there. Our wives leave. They go to dinner.
Yeah.
Now they get me. Very attractive young producer. And a camera lady. She says, don't look at the light. I look at the light, blind myself immediately. So now there's the light.
We're doing a spotlight on women-owned businesses, and we have a female film crew. Andy, how can you be the most sexist ever? Just start growling.
What's your name, little girl? You like candy? So they started asking. They didn't give me any prep questions. I had no clue what I was getting into, and there were some complicated questions.
Yeah.
What do you like about this?
Such
place?
as?
What do you like about Twisted Fate? They sell beer.
The beer?
Yeah, I like going to places that sell beer. They sell good beer. It's in my own. It's in my hometown. I live here.
Who was that? It was fuck. Matt Damon did him on Saturday Night Live. Remember the fucking fuck. It was like, I don't know if he was a congressman or something, but he's sitting there. He's like, I like to drink beers. I like beers. And he was sweating profusely. Fucking.
Oh yeah, it was very topical at the time.
It was topical at the moment. Yeah. And
so
Damon did him on SNL. I forget what it was, but anyway, yeah. What do you like about Twisted Fate? The beer.
I come in here for beer. Is it family? Yeah, sure. There's kids everywhere. Fucking family friendly. They got games, video games. Sure. Well, how do you feel about a woman-owned brewery?
Well, let me tell you something here, sweetheart. I love beer and I love the ladies. I'm
just like, I go, I'm for it. A double thumbs up. I double thumbs upped it. We just got fireworks, Mike. How do we get fireworks? Can I get fireworks if I thumbs up?
Oh, fuck that shit.
That was awesome. Anyways.
I'm for it.
What do you say? Like,
what do you think about women in the workplace? Good for them.
Yeah, hey, they're not making the same money as I would, but hey, fine. They're working hard.
They can vote too.
Yeah, so I'm kind of looking forward to how they edit that fucking nonsense. Local idiot. Local moron is okay with women brewing beer.
They're just gonna take nothing you said, and it's gonna be. So, what do you think about female in business? And just see your dumb face, 2 thumbs up.
I like it. Can I go back to
they're gonna cut all your words. No words.
God, I'm gonna have Down syndrome after that. I know I am. I've always thought there was a chance I might have it after that one. I might stop making grilled cheeses at night. I'm not sure.
Jesus Christ!
So but Twisted Fate is killing it lately, and I'm pro.
Oh fuck! That's really good.
It was really. It's just.
That's really good.
I don't know if I would have answered better 5 or 6 beers earlier, but I definitely would have had a better shot at answering it better.
You didn't have any like anecdotes or try to be witty.
Mike, I was drunk.
Yeah, well, there's that too.
No, I was legit drunk. I wasn't buzzed. I think I'd had 7 fucking Twisted Fate IPAs at that point. I was drunk. I had to have water afterwards.
Oh shit!
I had water. I don't drink water. Not when I'm drinking. Ugh. But anyways, we'll see how that turns out.
What do you think of female home breweries? Well, Dave seems to know what he's doing. He must have hired them.
Yeah. Oh, it's fucking phenomenal.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, we'll get back to it when we read their spot, but they do have an Oktoberfest coming up this Saturday. And 2 beers are dropping, right?
Yeah, they got the
Dunkel
German Pilsner
and the Marzen?
Yep, the Marzen. I saw someone drinking it last night. They said it was phenomenal.
Which one? Is it the? I'm guessing it's not even listed here because I think it's. I don't know what it is.
Actually, no. The not brewed in March Marzen.
The can art is like a skeleton thing. I commented on the he posted.
Dunkel.
That's Dunkel. Okay, fucking phenomenal can art.
And then the Marzen is not brewed in March, but he also has a pumpkin beer right now. It's called the Mature Winter Squash that people love. I didn't have one last night. People love it.
Gotcha.
Listen, Dave's killing it. He's killing it.
He's fucking again. Like you said, best beers in fucking. You could say Massachusetts, but I would go as far as maybe even New England.
I don't. Here's the problem. I'm addicted to his beers, but what I've had recently, other than their beer, was a Kettlehead, which was excellent, and a Trillium, which was excellent. The beer I've been drinking tonight, the Darkest Before It's Dawn, that I'll have one in a minute,
sure.
Is better than the Kettlehead I've been drinking and the Trillium recently.
It's one of those things,
and that's high praise because those 2 breweries are fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, every time I go there, like I'm pretty sure I've worked my way through all the beers that have been available when I've been up there.
Yeah,
and like I said, there's never been one that's like, probably won't get that again. No, it's like they've all been like surprisingly really good.
The only things I don't
because of the style, because of the style. Because it's like we said earlier, I'm not a sour fan at all. Like I would never order a fucking sour, but Dave has a sour on the menu. Okay, let me give it a try. Let's fucking go. And so it's son of a bitch, you even made this good? So much so that I ordered a fucking sour like an asshole, thinking I liked them.
It's true, we tricked you. So a Marzen is Oktoberfest.
Oh,
that's a Marzen.
All right.
He brews a phenomenal Marzen.
Yeah.
He brews a great. I don't even like pumpkin beer. He brews a great. It's whatever. It's a fucking Twisted Fate commercial tonight. I guess.
Fantastic. We're gonna get to him in a little bit. Right. We get next up.
I don't see the rundown. You need to put it back up.
Jamie's.
Oh, they're back.
Wow.
They're back in the good graces. This has been.
Who would have thought this would fucking come back around, huh?
I kind of knew because you can't have someone.
You kind of knew, but you didn't
ruin your business for 5 months, almost about 6 months.
Yeah.
Have your sales go into the fucking toilet because you ran your fucking mouth and said something stupid about someone who was trying to help you.
Right.
And people who are trying to help you.
Right.
You can't do that and expect them to keep showing up. I just want to make something very clear, though.
Go ahead.
I never called for a boycott of Jamie's. Never. The beef page never asked for it. Instagram never said it. I personally stopped going because of what they did.
I think a lot of people did.
But
I don't know if there was ever no. There was
one person did. Yeah.
There was people. There were people that were like, "Fuck them," boycott. Like
one person's wife.
Yeah.
Dan Bob got insulted. His wife took it really personally because she should have.
Well,
because again, you're attacking
the way her husband makes a living and provides for her and her 92 kids.
Yes, they have 11 kids, and most of them are Dan's. I think one's Billy's and one's McGrath's, just based on appearance. But I mean, who knows? Who knows? We don't know what we do. So I get, and again, I said, wow, that guy's a fucking dick. And privately, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes when me and Dan and Billy were in a group chat with him and giving him constructive criticism privately instead of doing on the page, like, hey, this sucked, do this, fix this. It ended up becoming like we were attacking him, but we were doing it in a way to help.
Yeah,
and
but
he asked for it. He asked for it.
He asked?
And then when he got it, he didn't like it anymore.
What was he expecting? You just fucking start jerking him off? Oh, it's the greatest fucking thing ever.
And then when people would actually post things bad, he thought they were out to get him. But it was the things we told him people were saying privately. We said them publicly. Someone said them publicly. Anyways, that person no longer has involvement in the ownership management of Jamie's. He's out.
That's fucking wild. If you take a step back and look from the outside, that's kind of fucking wild.
It is. It is very wild.
It's like you said something about somebody, and now you don't work there anymore, pal.
Listen,
this
not that
is
I've
like
ever
the big retarded mafia.
Right, I know, the thing is, I get called up like I didn't do a fucking thing. I didn't say anything. I didn't cause the trouble.
No.
I was in a literal fucking 4-person group chat with the person who said it and the person who got shit on.
Right.
Anthony Bourdain himself.
Yeah.
So I got word recently. Actually, I reached out to someone who used to manage the Peabody location, Nikki. I said, hey, I heard a rumor that so-and-so is not involved anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Left on red, no response. Like, maybe she changed her phone number. I don't know.
Maybe she just doesn't want to answer these questions.
Turns out that was the exact choice because I got a phone call about 4 or 5 days later from that person saying I couldn't answer the question.
She didn't want to put it in writing.
And I still can't answer the question.
Right.
But Jeff Kala from the Serenity Group, who was heavily involved in Jamie's since Matt left, who owns all the Serenity Group restaurants, 15 Walnut and all those places. When they sponsor soon, we'll talk about them.
Right.
If they sponsor, we'll see. We don't know if we do. She wanted to know if it's okay. She gave him my phone number, which again is hilarious. The it's okay if I tell him to call you.
Yeah.
You give him my number. You tell him to call me after 3 p.m. on Wednesdays. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, I'm not available. So he called. We had a good talk, good long talk. Basically, what you think is happening is true. He's no longer involved. We're moving forward. We have new partial owners. They're trying to go back to all of Matt's original recipes and bring Jamie's glory back because Jamie's for quite a while was fucking phenomenal.
It was also the timing of when the shitting on Dan Bob thing happened. It was like what, days or at least 1 week before their third location opened up.
Yeah, that one didn't make it.
No shit.
We didn't make that. That one didn't make it. It's for lease right now. If you want to lease it,
nobody went.
No,
it was literally days after that post.
It was so dumb.
So dumb.
What's funny is
timing ever.
Again, because I'm a fucking idiot, and most of the things I do for free, because I'm a content whore, and I'd rather keep the page active and fun and promote for free.
Right.
Obviously, I'm gonna fucking promote the fuck out of the new Jamie's. Plus, I liked the guy who was running friends with him.
Right.
But so it's like, what are you doing? What is wrong with
and
this apology was fucking so half-assed. And you do something like that, and people get offended.
Right.
You reach out privately and you make it right.
Yeah.
Not to me. I didn't take a beating. I didn't take an L. I'm a minor L because it was Dan and people like him. He never said names, but whatever. We were included, the Royal We, the Beef Group, but it was mostly Dan that took the L.
Yeah.
And all we have to do was privately reach out to Dan.
Right.
Have a sit down. Buy him fucking dinner. Fix it. Nope. You let your business falter because the people who were supporting you, again, not for free. We weren't getting free. Here's a fun fact.
Yeah.
There's a sandwich on that menu named after me. I've paid for 95% of the ones I've eaten.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking named after me, and it was my idea. It wasn't like Matt Marquis came up with the Angry Ferg. I texted Matt at night because Matt could take criticism and ideas really well. Well, from me, not publicly, which is kind of why he had trouble. But I said, hey, Matt, I have an idea. Do you know Flip the Bird has the Angry Bird, which is a very spicy chicken sandwich?
Yeah.
Why don't you put an Angry Ferg on the menu? Because I like to steal ideas.
I believe the story went you were also drinking that night. Shock.
Hold on. Me?
Yeah, you.
And Matt, I go, we'll do a spicy James River, your Cajun aioli, which you already had the menu.
Name it after me.
Of course, yes, that's the point. and then like I think I said like what's the spicy cheese? Give me a spicy cheese.
I don't know.
Something cheddar. Fucking spicy cheese.
Pepper
Whatever.
Jack?
Yeah, Pepper Jack. Thank you. Pepper Jack. So I'm like, yeah, perfect. Next day he sends me the fucking All right, so where was I?
So you were drunk texting Matt about naming a sandwich after you because Andy Ferg, big deal.
Yeah, big fucking deal.
Big
BFD.
fucking deal.
BFD all day. So, but again, So the sandwich on the menu is named the Angry Ferg. It was my idea, and I pay for it pretty much every time.
Yeah.
So that's my point. Like, we weren't getting anything out of this collaboration. All we wanted, and Billy and Dan Bob especially, because the Manchester location was faltering and that's local to them, all we want is a good sandwich. They're getting expensive, but they aren't crazy money for these sandwiches. Just do it well and stop fucking it up.
And the two of them also have sandwiches on the menu named after
All
them.
three of us have our own sandwich at this point, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to end up in the long run. I don't know if he's keeping all of them, but I know mine's staying.
Okay.
I assume they're all staying, but who the fuck knows?
Who the fuck
New
knows?
people. So, anyways, they reach out.
Look, what the fuck is a blunicorn?
That's the one that's got a fucking weird name. It's I've never had it. It sounds so weird to me. I'm not into it, but
Yeah.
Billy loves it. It's got bacon. Buffalo was a bacon buffalo blunicorn.
Billy likes it.
Well, it's blue cheese and buffalo sauce and fucking, everything. It's fucking bacon. I just, again, I don't mind a spicy beef, but I can't do buffalo sauce and a beef. It's too out of bounds for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like Guy Fieri, out of bounds.
Bounds, kid.
Yeah. So I've talked to them a few times, and this morning I got a call from Nikki. She's like my go-between between the upper management, because Nikki's the sweetest lady in the world. That's actually, I missed her more than I missed the fucking sandwiches.
Yeah.
She's a nice lady.
Yeah.
Like super nice. Like fucking like, I mean, she like gave me the biggest hug today. And she's like, I'm so happy to see you. I'm happy to see you too, Nikki.
I'm so happy you're back.
The reason I went today specifically, and I may have gone anyways.
The dark
I've driven by in the last 6 months probably 50 times at lunchtime. So now I would love to go there right now.
Yeah.
But I have more loyalty
The Dan Bob.
to people who were wrong.
Yeah.
To my friend Dan than I do desire to have that sandwich.
Right.
And actually, what I could have done if I was a real cunt is just gone and not posted. I didn't. I couldn't cold turkey.
Yeah.
Luckily, they're everywhere and everyone makes them. Not just you, Jumptown.
Roast beef sandwiches, yeah.
It's 180 fucking places around here that make them, and most are as good or if not better than you. But you're special.
Yeah, but did they change the game?
Jason Evans from La Rosa's has reached out and offered to work with Donnie that day. Just so you know.
Oh, fantastic!
And so is Steph.
That was a tough one, because they did like a beef special, one of those 1 day a week deals.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember seeing it, and I was like, "Oh, you know him, so reach out about the podcast." And like, you didn't get a response. And that day, the poor bastard sent you a text like, "Yeah, we're closing."
They try to sell me an 85-inch TV.
I'm like, "All right, we're not going to take his last few $100s."
I remember that was the thing. Is like, we're closing. It's not working out. I have this 85-inch TV for sale. Do you want it?
Do you want it? I'm liquidating assets.
And then it was, if you can get so much money for it, you can keep the extra. I'm like, Jason, just fucking take the money. I don't need a commission, pal.
Yeah.
Anyways, he might. I don't know if that's gonna work, but he offered. Anyway, so, yeah. So Jamie's is back in the good graces. All they had to do was make it right, and by making it right, I'll tell you what they did to get me there. I got a text today offering me golf tournament sponsorship.
There you go.
They want to sponsor a hole and donate gift cards. When I went to pick it up, not only were there Jamie's gift cards in there were Treadwell's gift cards that she walked next door and had, because they're next door to Treadwell's.
What is Treadwell's?
Oh, it's ice cream.
Okay.
It's a famous ice cream place around here.
Okay.
Phenomenal ice cream. And
Been away for a minute. Sorry.
Yeah, Treadwell's and Jamie's are next door to each other, and they threw in some of their own. So we have a gift. We'll have a gift basket at the golf tournament for ice cream at Jamie's and Treadwell's, and
fantastic.
And yeah, so I had to go there and pick it up, and
so the people in the comment section were accurate. All they had to do was grease your fucking palm with a little bit of money to get you back there, huh?
Spend that money. They had to donate $150 to ALS Research
for the Andy Ferg Fund.
Yeah, and give me some gift cards to raffle off to give more money to
so
ALS
you can
Research.
trade them for a toilet.
Yes, for more. I wish I was him so bad sometimes. It's spot on though.
Yeah,
So Jamie's is back. They're cool. We're cool. Today's sandwich wasn't a banger, but it was good.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're gonna improve and get back. And I put it in my commentary. I'm like, this is constructive criticism.
Yep.
Fix a couple things.
Yep.
And you're back. You know the story about when Matt Marquis owned it still, and I was FaceTiming with Harambe with D-Fran.
Okay.
and it was drunk. We were drunk live on. No, we were drunk live on Instagram.
I do vaguely remember this. Yeah.
This is like 15,000 follower days, over 10,000 followers. This is early days. Yeah. And I'm hammered. Mike's hammered. We're just shooting the shit about blah, blah, blah. And Mike's like, what do you think about... No, Matt's actually in Mike's apartment because Mike happened to live near Jamie's and they're cousins. It's a weird comment.
I was going to say, didn't you live like right behind there?
Yeah. And they're cousins. Like they're second cousins. They used to live together for a while.
Mike is cousins with fucking everybody.
They're Greek. We're all cousins.
I'm sure somewhere down my family tree, it's like, oh, there he is.
Yeah, there's that monkey in the tree.
There he is.
Harambe. So Matt happened to be at Mike's house at that exact moment because Jamie's had just closed and Matt stopped by to hang out for a minute with his cousin.
Yeah.
And Matt comes on the live. He's like, Andy, what do you be honest? I can take it. What do you think about my beef? I go, I don't like it. It tastes like sweaty feet. I don't know what you're fucking using on there, but it's you got to change something. He's like, it's probably the fennel and the garlic. You put fucking fennel? And I yelled at him. You know what he did?
Yeah,
he changed his recipe.
I do vaguely remember this
because he's not one of them.
Because this was stuff you talked about during Nonsense. Because you talked a lot because Matt still owned the place back when we did that show, and you talked a lot about fennel and the different spices he used on the beef and stuff like that. Yeah,
and again, he's a chef. He's chefing it up.
And what did he do? He changed the fucking beef.
He took a couple things out.
He took the drunken ramblings of a FaceTiming idiot.
Yep.
And was like, all right, fuck it, I'm taking the fennel out.
They won Beef Madness that year, just so you know.
I know they did.
That's right. So
drunken idiot might have been a bit too harsh.
Well, I am a drunken idiot. But
in certain situations, you have your moments.
When it comes to this exact specific thing,
this very specific sandwich,
I fucking know more than anyone that's ever lived about this sandwich. I can. You put me on Jeopardy and the topic is North Shore beef for the entire episode.
You're gonna just run that one column and then not check in the rest of the show.
I'm like, when White Man Can't Jump, how she knows foods that begin with the letter Q.
Yeah.
I got a quince. I got them all.
Potables.
NSBs, I got every fucking. It doesn't matter what the topic is. Buns, I got buns. What kind of? Oh, I got them all. Anyways,
Andy somehow got on Jeopardy and also it pops up regional sandwich in the north of Massachusetts. Motherfuckers!
Bring back Trebek. I'm running the fucking table.
He goes on a run and then loses it all.
And then get double. I am surprisingly good at Jeopardy. Ask your mom.
Fuck you. On that note, speaking of asking my mom, do Gary Girolamo and fucking Ben Franklin. I'll be right back.
Okay, speaking of Mike's mom and filling her holes, Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage, the presenting sponsor of the North Shore Beefs Golf Tournament. Gary is the presenting sponsor every year. Gary's a generous motherfucker who loves helping out. Whatever the charity is, it's obviously we always pick good charities. We don't pick fucking stupid ones. So it's this year we're giving the money to the Peter Frates Foundation for ALS research, and Gary is the presenting sponsor, which is not it's not an inexpensive fucking thing. It's a hefty chunk of money, and Gary's donating it to the cause. And when we do these golf tournaments, the money is made on the sponsors of holes, sponsors like this. You kind of break even with the golf because golf's expensive, food's expensive, whatever. But Gary every year steps up and donates to us. He's at Buy and Refi on Instagram. Incredible squad over there. With his team. He's playing in my golf tournament. He's probably the only team that's showing up that day that can beat my team. And that's he sent me his team tonight, and I went, oh fuck, I better not be too drunk that morning. Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage at Buy and Refi on Instagram. Look him up, follow him. If you need a mortgage or to refinance your property, he is the number one broker around here. Not even close. Great guy, great rates. The thing with mortgages, you can only get the rate you can only get. The rate's the rate. It's about the service at this point. And I don't know if you've bought a house, but I have a couple times. It's a pain in the fucking ass, and they make it smooth over there at the Gary Girolamo Group. Another huge sponsor of the golf tournament, Ben Franklin Print Company. This year we're doing a new sponsor. It's the pin sponsor. So every hole has a flag, and the flags is usually just yellow or whatever. But Joe from Ben Franklin Printing is going to print up custom flags for every hole with the Beefs logo and his own logo, and he is sponsoring all the holes. He'll sponsor your hole if you want. Every hole is going to have a Ben Franklin logo, which is, again, not cheap. And Joe's taking care of that for us. I'm going to sponsor the holes, and Joe's just a great guy. At Ben Franklin Print Co. Mike, the address.
The address of the shop?
Yeah.
177 North Main Street in Middleton.
Do all the websites and stuff, because I haven't got there yet.
All the websites and the stuff. For Ben Frank?
Yeah, I already did Gary.
BenFranklinPrintCo.com is the website. You can get a quote right at the top of the homepage there. And the Instagram is at @BenFranklin_PrintCo. Of course, if you mention F Buddies, you get 10% off your next order, kid.
I'm going to tell you a quick story about Joe.
Yep.
We gave, one of our listeners, someone we know well, had a corporate order for Joe. A huge corporate order.
Huge.
Tens of thousands of huge. He used to run a restaurant chain, or part of a restaurant chain. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He got Joe to print up uniforms for the whole company.
Nice.
And the first order was the biggest order, obviously.
Yeah.
And Joe made sure, he goes, well, don't forget to get your F Buddies discount.
Did it piss him off a little bit?
He didn't mention that, but I'm sure it did. But listen, I know Joe gives 10% off the first order, but he wasn't saving our friend money. He was saving some big corporation, but it was going to make our friend look really good when he got a discount.
Yeah.
But it also made him explain
what the fucking F Buddies is.
What's an F Buddies discount? I heard that at dinner last night. I was dying.
That's really fucking funny.
I was dying. But again, it shows Joe's his integrity as a business owner to help out.
Yeah.
And don't forget to get your discount.
And also, Joe is promoting our show more than you do, sir.
Yes, he is. Well, I mean, Chronicle didn't want to talk about.
Don't forget the F Buddies. Oh, you were on just TV last night. Nope, nothing.
I don't talk about this. This is like my dirty little secret. This is like a foot fetish.
Every fucking time, Andy sends me a text. I was just on the sports hub. Did you mention the podcast? No.
I actually, you know what? I need to call in Toucher and Hardy because they badmouth podcasts every day.
Mm-hmm.
And they were shitting on Skype today.
Mm-hmm.
And how it doesn't work for media.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to say to them, maybe the people who are doing this stuff are idiots, because Belichick was on the Manning cast.
Maybe they shouldn't have not hired this guy.
Well, no, it wasn't their stuff. It was they were making fun of ESPN.
Oh,
because the Manning cast was on ESPN, and Belichick was on it with Peyton and Eli, and they're all in different places. It didn't work.
All three of them.
All three.
Usually the brothers were in the same room.
Yeah, so they were talking over each other. You couldn't hear. It was all jacked up, and they're like, "This is why Skype is dumb." And I wanted to no, Skype is dumb for them. Yeah, I know a guy who has nailed Skype for 3 fucking years over here, and it looks people don't know we're not in the same room in the same fucking.
And Jesus, we just figured out how to have a guest on.
Yeah, we had a guest. You are out producing ESPN right now, just so you know.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, even though we stole their gimmick too.
That's fine. Listen, we steal the gimmick, but we do it better than them.
We do it better. Speaking of doing it better than all the rest, Twisted Fate Brewing. That's a damn good fucking segue right there.
It really is.
You got to run? Okay. Twisted Fate Brewing in Danvers, 120 Andover Street. That's Route 114 in Danvers. We used to have to give you directions like, oh, it's behind the fucking Guitar Center, beside the Guitar Center, in front of the Walmart. Now Dave has flags out front. Beer. Right there. You're going to see them right on 114. I believe they were also printed by Joe at Ben Franklin Print Company. So yeah, Route 114 in Danvers, Twisted Fate Brewing. Their website is twistedfatebrewing.com. I know Andy isn't here, but I'm just going to put the graphic up there. TwistedFateBrewing.com. Click on Find Our Beer so you can find out what liquor stores are selling Twisted Fate and then what bars are pouring Twisted Fate. And if you go to a bar and they're not pouring Twisted Fate, you specifically need to talk to somebody and say, hey, get some motherfucking Twisted Fate here. Talk to a manager, talk to a bartender. They probably won't listen to you, but do it. Get the fucking word out there. Get the word out on the streets about Twisted Fate Brewing. Instagram. At Twisted Fate Brewing, where you can find the tap room hours every week. And coming up this Saturday at Twisted Fate Brewing, it's the 3rd annual Oktoberfest.
I'm going
this Saturday the 14th. They got beers, of course. They got beers, German beers, Dunkel, Marzen, Pilsner, Kolsch, and 9 other taps. But the Dunkel and the Marzen, if I'm not mistaken, are brand new, getting released on Saturday, correct?
Oh, brand new for right now.
Brand new for right now. Like they're not available today, but on Saturday they will become available.
They're a seasonal only beer this time of year he brews, and that's it.
Food and family friendly fun.
So what's the he sent me the text about the food. What is it? Sausages and pretzels. I think a food truck going there.
He sent you the text, motherfucker.
Well, yeah, I sent it to you though, so you have it now.
Got more stuff to do here. Let me see if I can open your text up and read for you as well.
Oh, my phone's on. It's recording the. I'm going to make fun of you.
Hang on a second.
How do you open a text if you have the phone recording?
Because I'm a goddamn talented bitch.
You really are. You know how to
let me see here.
I can't even touch my computer right now. You have a keyboard, do you?
I got a keyboard. I got fucking everything. Let me see. Let's see. Can you mention that our Oktoberfest is this Saturday? Marzen and Dunkel being released that day, and we have brats and pretzels from. Dave.
I told you. Sausages and pretzels. I fucking nailed that.
Sausages, guy. Brats and pretzels. Saturday at Twisted Fate Brewing for the 3rd annual Oktoberfest.
I am making an appearance. I'm in town this week.
Why
this
wouldn't
year.
You? Why
I'm never in town. I'm not. It's a weekend.
The main thing, yeah.
And my daughter's coach the Nazis, so she practices every fucking day of her life. So I can't go to Maine anymore.
Gotcha.
Next weekend I'm docking. Next weekend with men.
You're doing what with men?
Next weekend we're docking.
You're docking with men.
Big weekend of docking.
That means 2 things, sir.
It does, and it means the unsexual one. Me and my wife's cousin remove the dock from the.
Gonna pull the hood over the fucking dick.
It's like Chinese finger cuffs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He is Chinese, isn't he?
Oh no, that's Yoshi. That's the other cousin's boyfriend who's Japanese.
Well,
cousin who I dock with, Ryan, is not Chinese nor Japanese nor gay.
Chinese, Japanese, dirty knees, play with my nuts. That's what they say, right?
I don't know what's going on right now. People are commenting like crazy on Instagram. I can't see it.
Well, Lindsay's in Instagram. She's probably having conversations with 18 different people.
Oh, okay. And Chris Miner's in there.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
He's been writing paragraphs, and it goes so fast because people come and go. So it's settle down.
Anthony's Tewksbury.
Ooh, Anthony's. Oh yeah.
Anthony's in Tewksbury, 1921 Main Street in Tewksbury. The website, anthonystewksbury.com, where you can order online, order some gift cards, join the loyalty rewards program, and swing on over to the gram at ARB Tewksbury. They had some. Oh, what is it? This was last week, wasn't it? The Friday special. Yeah, of course it was 4 days ago. They posted something today about a Tuesday special, but I can't open it up, and it's just a picture of one of their kids. So. Go to their Instagram.
They're selling their kids on Tuesdays?
There was some Tuesday special. It was a reel, but
are they white?
The cover, he is a white.
Okay, so that's more expensive now. That's important of buying kids or buying white ones.
So with every 18 beefs you get a white kid, apparently.
Oh, whites hold their value better.
But to find their specials, head over to their Instagram, ARB Tewksbury. That is Anthony's in Tewksbury, 1921 Main Street. Okay. Back to the program.
Let's go back to the program.
This is a topic
Okay.
That spawned out of last week's top 5 Adam Sandlers.
Oh, I'm ready.
And I'm
very excited about this topic.
I randomly, I don't know, something got a hair across my ass to go watch Night Shift with Henry Winkler and Michael Keaton. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I send you a text, top 5 fucking movie prostitutes. Let's go.
Yep.
So
and I love
since
this
the
topic.
word prostitute is way too fucking long, film whores is what we have for a topic.
Film whores, but it's top 5 movie prostitutes.
Yes.
Not a draft.
Not a draft, because drafts are gay.
Drafts are gay. Do you want to go first?
You want me to just run down my 5?
I want you to talk about your 5 and give them merit.
All right. Top 5 in no particular order.
No order.
No
we'll
order.
We'll do honorable mention afterward. Just the 5.
The only order is they were how I thought of them.
Okay.
The order is how they came out of my head. Jamie Lee Curtis, Trading Places.
That's the first pick in any draft if we're talking about that.
Julia Roberts, Pretty Woman.
Another one. Yep. It's just a similar list.
Rebecca De Mornay, Risky Business.
Oh, good one.
Possibly my favorite prostitute in the movie, Patricia Arquette, True Romance.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's another good one. Not the last 2 are not on my list. The first 2 obviously are, because they're the goats of fucking prostitutes.
And then Elizabeth Shue, Leaving Las Vegas.
I have that one too.
Yeah.
But I don't have the other two.
Patricia Arquette, Ride or Fucking Die. Alabama Whirly in True Romance.
All right,
Literally ride or die.
Obviously, Jamie Lee Curtis is the first, the best, the greatest of all time. That's not in discussion. She's so nice to Dan Aykroyd. She has phenomenal tits in that movie.
Phenomenal tits.
She nurses him back to health. She helps him get his life back, whatever.
Yeah.
Julia Roberts
she
is the
shows
most
him his
famous.
tits multiple times for free.
She does not show him his tits. She shows him her tits.
Thank you.
Yes. Julia Roberts is, I mean, come on.
It's Pretty Woman.
It's the whole fucking point of the movie. The movie won Oscars. Like, yeah, it's great.
A movie about hookers won Oscars.
Yeah, Richard Gere and her are phenomenal. The chemistry is incredible. Whatever.
Yeah, it shouldn't have worked on so many levels, but yes, it did.
Now, okay, I'm going to go Elizabeth Shue, Leaving Las Vegas.
Yep.
What a tremendous person. Those three we have in common, and they're all the right pick. And you have no wrong picks. I'm not here to make fun of you for this night.
I mean, Elizabeth Shue, we could dive deeper into. A super damaged person.
Oh no, she's a fucking mess. Which is why she's
of all the hookers in this list, she might be the most damaged.
When I was at one time in Maine, there was a guest we had up there, and I'm not going to say any more than that. Besides that, my wife's aunt looked at this woman and said, "She's a hooker."
She's a hooker
with a huge Boston accent. And I can't stop thinking about that moment. Oh my God, she's a hooker. All right, so those three are great, and I agree 100%. Mm-hmm. My first different pick, Melanie Griffith, Milk Money.
Good one.
Yeah, the kids block their eyes. They're afraid to look at a naked lady.
Yep.
Ed Harris falls in love with her.
Yep.
Here's one you weren't thinking about. Great Gammon Beer Fest.
Goddamn.
Yep.
Goddamn.
Gam was a whore.
That's a fucking good one.
When she was warming the sausages, wait a minute. That means Gam was a whore.
Gam was a whore.
That's my pick right there.
Really fucking good.
Honorable mentions. Let's go back and forth on honorable mentions.
Honorable mention.
Give me one.
I just watched it the other night. The hooker who tries to fuck the coked up donkey in Bachelor Party.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I mean,
great. Phenomenal.
Jesus Christ.
That's the best hooker movie ever.
And if we want to go male hookers, maybe Nick the Dick.
Oh, fucking. I mean, I actually went. I had my own list, but I went to a list on Google just in case I missed one.
Okay.
And I didn't miss any.
See, I didn't do Google, and I don't have honorable mentions listed out.
I have the Asian chick in Very Bad Things that gets hung on the fucking wall.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I like that one.
How about one of the most famous lines in movie history? Thank you, Two Live Crew. The Me So Horny chick from Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, me so horny. Yep. It's a great one.
Yep.
I have a double in the same movie. Boogie Nights, Mark Wahlberg, and Roller Girl. Is Mark a prostitute? He jerks off for money.
Mark definitely is.
And she has that one tryst when she kicks the guy.
Dirk is, well, see, here's the thing about that. Dirk is definitely a prostitute. He starts as one. He's in the back of the club, $5 to touch it or whatever the fuck he says to whoever will come back. And then he ends in the same way with the dude in the truck that kicks the shit out of him. So he's definitely a prostitute. Roller Girl, on the other hand, is a gray area because technically Bert is fucking filming it. He's trying to break into that VHS reality market. Like Bert was trying to do like the first reality show. Yeah,
he's doing Bang Bus. Yeah.
He was trying to do Bang Limo.
You're right. So she's out.
So technically she's out. Now I think Amber Waves was a prostitute because when she was in the arbitration for her kids' custody, they bring up prostitution quite a bit.
Phenomenal name, Amber Waves.
Amber Waves.
Like that is a top 10 porn name of all time. Like our fucking Star Spangled Banner. You're stealing a line from the banner.
That's pretty good.
Amber Waves of Grain, man.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Scotty J tried to be a prostitute, but nobody.
Oh, Scotty J. A lot of prostitutes in that movie. I mean, fucking Don Cheadle's wife was definitely taking dick for money.
Definitely.
Or for free. I guess she was just a whore.
Yeah.
Another one, Jodie Foster, Taxi Driver.
Yep.
Barry Badgernath in Beer Fest.
Oh, yeah.
Smart Dick Antonio.
Wait a minute, Barry what? That was his name. Holy shit. You got it written down. That's why you're fucking looking at it.
Not Badgernath. I just have Barry.
That's fucking good then.
That's my Dick Antonio.
I mean, the movie that spawned the topic, Shelley Long, pre-Cheers in fucking Night Shift.
Oh, yeah. There it is.
The hooker down the hall with a heart of gold.
Now, here's a discussion, though. I got one more. It's a discussion.
Yeah.
Is she a prostitute?
All right.
Demi Moore
In?
Indecent Proposal. Sluts for money?
Did she fuck Redford in that one?
You think I remember that movie?
It's alluded to, but they never actually do.
Well, they're rich in the end, so yeah.
Well,
they're rolling around the money at one point.
Yeah.
Did he give him the money just because she had
I think he
integrity?
threw it up front. I think he fronted the fucking money.
So,
yeah,
I'm going that she fucked him and she's a prostitute.
I believe that was what was alluded to. I think they tried to leave it ambiguous, but it was like, yeah, their relationship is done at this point.
And that movie premise is really fucking good for a married person in a good marriage.
Yeah.
If you had your marriage, you'd be like, yeah, you take the money, we're getting divorced anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
But like you offered me, and it had to be like $10 million now because $1 million is a joke at this point.
Right.
For ruining your whole life.
Right.
But like $10 million, I wouldn't do it. There's no amount of money, but there's a conversation at some point.
You're gonna hit a number where okay, we have to actually talk about this.
I saw an Instagram reel, and not to go gay like I usually do.
Right.
It was a guy going, "Would you suck a dick for $10 million?" And the guy's like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And I'd do it again for 10 more. And if you're looking for me, I'll be in my fucking mansion. It's with a Ferrari parked out front.
I'll be in my $20 million mansion, sucking cock.
He goes, that's what he said. He goes, I'll be inside sucking more dick so I can get more fucking rich. Yeah, I'm sucking that dick. I'm like, that guy gets it right there.
He fucking gets it.
He gets it. Right in the mouth. Fucking see that 10 million?
Oh, shit. Funnily enough, a movie that is almost anti-prostitute, but you wouldn't think, Showgirls.
I know.
Nomi was so offended when they tried to pimp her out.
Yeah, she's so hot though. Elizabeth Berkley, hello.
Go watch Caesar sing.
Oh my god, I wanted.
Like she got so upset. It's like, come on, honey, perk those nips up.
With the ice cubes.
The ice cubes. It's like
Gina Gershon or her? Which one taken? One got to go. In that movie, not in real life, because Gina Gershon's 80.
She still got it for her age, though.
Yeah, of course she does. Yeah.
Probably Elizabeth Berkley.
At that time,
at that point in time, yeah.
It's also Jesse Spano, so
it's also got that aspect to it. Plus, I'd never seen anybody do something like that in a pool before.
Wow, that was amazing.
Like,
I
couldn't tell if she was fucking him or trying to resuscitate his heart.
Man, that guy's dick is broken. It broke right off. He has no dick.
She was fucking his torso.
That was so weird. Like his fucking pelvis was inside of her.
Just flopping.
Just gyrating. He must have had a 14-inch long dick because you can't do that much. Like that's not how sex works. There's some precision involved. You can't just jump around like a psycho and break my fucking dick in half. What are you doing?
How sex works.
It didn't. I've seen sex. It doesn't work like that. The second she rises and falls once, it's over and I'm in the hospital.
Yeah.
Because I'm out and I'm snap. Fucking Slim Jim. Macho Man's yelling, snap into it.
There's not a lot of TV prostitutes. But I will point out one.
TV prostitute, okay.
She was only on one episode of Sunny, but Roxy.
Oh yeah.
Where she died in the end of a fucking crack overdose, but she also gave us the great line while trying on a leather jacket. She goes, shit, this is tight as dick skin. While slugging fucking whatever that bottle of Thunderbird was that she was drinking.
TV prostitutes is tough.
TV prostitutes. I know one of the reoccurring characters in The Shield was a prostitute.
In fact, my aunt was a prostitute. An aunt that definitely was a slut for money.
Your actual aunt?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Real life.
Okay.
My dad's sister.
Getting real.
Rest in peace.
I mean, it's going to be a good segue as we dive into softball.
Yeah, my dad's sister was a slut for money. Sure.
Yeah, I don't have any prostitutes in the family.
Listen, I'm from Peabody, and some of us moved to Lynn.
Gotcha.
I didn't. We lived on Lynn Street, and some went east.
Gotcha.
Slut for money. I have a lot of relatives. You know.
A lot of relatives. All right. So is that just going to be our natural segue to move on from prostitutes into softball?
Yep.
All right.
You have a picture for anything with this?
I don't. I didn't grab.
It's okay.
I can see. No, I can't grab it. Actually, that one. I can't do it because it's. I'm on a different page.
I will post it as a reel with some audio.
Yep. There you go.
it all figured out. We're working this is in real time, folks. We're working. All
go.
right. So I came across a post on Facebook from the mayor of Peabody the other day.
I'm in Wenham. Good for you.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Who is it?
I don't know.
Well, give me a name, because that's close.
I can't read it. It's on Instagram.
Not good. They're probably not in my house. I don't live in Wenham, thankfully.
Anyway.
So I saw a post on Facebook the other day from the mayor of Peabody, Teddy Betancourt. Teddy Betancourt, Hall of Fame athlete in Peabody, played basketball Holy Cross. Ridiculous. Played in the NCAA tournament. Phenomenal athlete, great mayor, great guy.
Sure.
A little older than us.
All right.
Teddy also played softball against me, men's softball. Slow pitch, nighttime, men's beer league softball.
Yep.
When Teddy played, when anyone's ever played in this Peabody men's beer league softball, there's been one person who ran the league for forever, as far as I can remember. Same guy. Years and years and years and years.
As far back as I can remember, I wanted to be the godfather of Peabody softball.
And that's what it says. So they named a field after him. So there's a park, Radden Road Park in Peabody. It's off of Linfield Street. It's set back behind a barbershop. It's got a couple of different ball fields and tennis courts and a playground.
Yeah.
And there's a softball field deep in there, and they named the field after Don Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
Don Murphy, who they call the godfather of Peabody softball.
They call it on the fucking plaque they posted on the field.
But here's the thing, and I don't dispute it, because he literally is the guy who has kept that league going for so long, and so many leagues are no longer in existence.
Right.
This isn't a joke. Like, Murph is the reason so many men want to play softball, especially around here. It's a huge deal.
Yeah.
It's bigger than you think. They showed the finals this year in fucking TV.
Like local access TV?
Yeah, but still,
like the
TV.
the community YouTube channel.
Yes, literally that. The team North Shore Beef sponsored lost in the finals this year.
Were you on it?
Yeah, was I on the team?
Yeah.
No, I don't play softball anymore. I retired. I quit. I shouldn't say retired. I quit.
Okay.
I stopped playing. I did 20 years in that league. Literally, I did 20 years in that league. I started playing in that league when I was 17 years old. I was in high school still. Playing softball, men's softball.
It's okay. You can say retired. I mean, I retired from broadcasting, and Chris Pike retired from food, and we retired.
I retired. I came out of retirement for one game and played with the North Shore Beef softball team.
Champions go out on top. That's what we do, pal.
I made a fool of myself. I went out on bottom, actually. My last year, I was playing for the Peabody C League, and the shortstop was 65 years old.
How many leagues of men's beer league softball are there in Peabody?
Three. There's A, B, and C, and the skill level starts at A. Yeah. Well, there used to be a lot of leagues around here, but they've all folded.
That feels like a one league, like 5 to 6 teams, depending on how many guys sign up.
I think there's 36 teams.
That's fucking insane.
But again, it used to be Peabody residents only when I started playing. So I used to do the roster of my team, and everyone lived with me at 1A Warren Street, which is my address when I was 24.
Sure.
We all lived there. So no one else. I lived there, but again, we all lived there. I put everyone's address there. I didn't care. So they gave this man a plaque, Don Murphy, the godfather of Peabody softball, and it's not incorrect. It's a funny phrase, but again,
it's funny for them to print it too.
He's the guy.
Yeah.
Got me thinking though.
Have you ever heard that phrase, the godfather of Peabody softball?
Never in my life.
Before this plaque?
Nope, never in my life.
Super weird then.
So I've had a couple. I have two stories about Murph.
Yeah.
In my family. I'm going to tell mine first. That involved me.
Okay.
We're playing a playoff game. Probably 2005, 2003, 4, around there, 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. My brother, I ran my own team. I had my own team that I ran with my friends. My brother had the team previously, and he gave it to me when he stopped playing. My brother was a phenomenal player, a great athlete. And I asked him, I go, Dougie, we need you in left field tonight. We're short players. We're playing against Foster Street Auto. We don't like them. They're cunts. Go play left field. And Doug's going to go 4 for 4 and make great plays in the outfield. He didn't stop playing because he couldn't play anymore. He had kids and he had other things going on. So Doug gets out there.
You try to rope him into your golf team too, don't you?
Yeah, he's a really good athlete.
He's a good athlete, okay.
He's a 4 handicap right now.
Okay.
That means that's important.
That's
it's
good.
really good.
That's good.
The lower the number, the better you are and I'm like a 30.
Yeah, but I'm a -6. So what the fuck?
Yeah, Tiger Woods is a -4. Like that's how good Doug is. Anyways, put Doug out in left field. I'm pitching. Life is good. Doug hits a line drive to left field in the first inning. We're up 15-1 already. We're doing well. My team was fucking stacked.
You say 15-1 in the first inning?
15-1 in the first inning. Yep. But again, it's slow pitch men's softball. The score could be 45-38 at one point.
Throw the damn towel, Apollo.
No, but you don't though, because the runs come in spurts. The ball is thrown underhand slowly.
Right.
It comes in 35 miles an hour, and just people are teeing off on you. I used to pitch. It's scary as fuck.
I just can't imagine 15 guys your size chugging around the fucking bases.
I was larger than most. Also, I was in shape. This was 20 years ago. I was 40 pounds lighter.
Well, more lumbering. It feels like.
You know what's funny though? I was sneaky fast for a huge dude. Yeah. I just couldn't stop. You don't slide men's softball.
You just crash.
I just keep going. I'm going next one. So Doug hits a line drive to left field. Left fielder bobbles it. Doug takes second base, as you would. But we're up 15-1. So it's like etiquette-wise, do you keep doing? But again, slow pitch softball, it can go bananas any minute. No lead is safe.
Right.
Shortstop starts jarring at him. And I'm on the bench, and Doug jogs back to the bench after the inning's over because next guy got an out, and Doug comes back, and he goes, I'm about to get into a fight. I mean, back in the day, my father's generation was nicknamed the Fighting Fergusons. Like, that was back when you fought a lot.
Right.
And my brother is a lot older than me, so it kind of continued. He boxed. He's a psycho. He jogs out to he's going to left field. The shortstop's waiting for him, so he's going to walk right past him. And the kid starts jarring my brother, and the kid shoves my brother. My brother shoves back. The kid takes a swing. Dougie dodges it and drops him with a right. Drops him to the ground.
Yep.
Now it's a fucking melee. Again, they started the fight. Let's hear this. They started it. First punch
it's
thrown
the
was
brawl
missed.
at the end of Naked Gun.
It's the brawl in fucking the Wanderers. It is that fucking brawl. It is a melee
reference right there.
It's a great movie too.
Yeah.
It is bodies flying. My father comes in the field, starts yelling at us to stop fighting. Yeah. And my dad's yelling, it's just a softball game. Some kid steps to my dad.
And he got
he's
knocked
gonna fight him. I gave him a rock bottom. I ran over and rock bottom and came back to the fight. I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't square up with him. I had to fight. I was in a fight. So, anyways, fight goes on. We win the fight. We win the fight by quite a bit.
We win the fight.
It's time to throw people out of the game because you can't fight in softball.
Sure.
I'm getting tossed. My brother's getting tossed.
Sure.
I had a kid who quit the team that night because he missed a fly ball. His cleats are in the woods. He jogged back down for the fight. He missed it by a few seconds. So now he literally threw his cleats in the woods. I saw him do it. He was so mad. Also, he's a big fucking jacked animal. He's 6'5", 230, just muscle.
Right.
He would have been great if he was at the field for the fight. So fight's over. Now it's time to clean the mess up. Who's getting tossed? My brother, obviously gone. The shortstop of the team, obviously gone.
Right.
Done. Now, who else is going? Well, your boy is next in line to go.
Mm-hmm.
But if I get tossed, we forfeit because of you have to have a certain amount of plays to finish a game.
Right.
So the kid who went through his cleats in the woods who didn't fight steps up and goes, it was me. He was a little slow. And they go, no, it was Ferg. I saw Ferg do it. He's like, no, it was me. He goes, Ferg hit me. And the kid's like, no. So they toss him out of the game, and they start losing their mind. He's got beer in his breath. Yeah, of course I did. I was fucking drinking.
It's beer league fucking softball. What are you doing?
We end up winning the game. My team, we ended up fighting that team again in the parking lot and beating the fuck out of them twice.
That's fucking
really
hilarious.
bad. And because my dad called a woman a cunt.
What age were you?
24.
Okay.
My dad was because
older brother
was 34, 10 years.
Okay.
So the fight's over, the game's over. People think my dad hit the kid I gave a rock bottom to.
Yeah.
Because I ran over and hit him and ran back. Like I didn't. It was a complete sucker punch. I was busy. But don't step to my dad. He's fucking.
It was like you pushed the pause button on your game and ran over.
Yes.
Rock bottom. Okay, I'm back.
Yes. And I came back to the fight. So it happened so fast. Again, cheap shot in a half, but fucking, it's my dad.
Right.
He's got a bad heart.
Yeah.
Born in 1946. We're not doing this. So
1946. I'm gonna rock bottom a bitch.
I fucking hit this kid, fat little fucking turd. So my dad's standing with the kid who left the game with his cleats, his stepdad.
Yeah.
The kid at rock bottom's dad.
Yeah.
Because they've been friends for 30 fucking years, and this is PBD softball. It's like the Catalina wine mixer. Shit happens.
Right.
And some woman goes, you hit so-and-so. My father goes, no, I didn't. You did, I saw you. He goes, I didn't hit anyone, you fucking cunt. Well, fight happens again. Not my dad. My dad just called someone a cunt, and she people sick. My dad was a great human being. I run down to get back into the fight. It's already over. My goons have established dominance over this team again. I had monsters. Like, I'm small on this team. So fight's over. Now I go, listen, we're gonna party. Fuck it. It's like a Monday night in June. I was a kid. I'm like, let's go fucking party. Back to my apartment, having a blast. We get all the women, like all the girlfriends are with us. Everyone's having a blast.
Yeah.
It's like 11:30 at night. You get a phone call.
You do.
I get a phone call on my cellular device.
Your cellular device was a flip
From it was a flip. It was silver. It was by Sprint. It had a little window in the front with a green light.
Yeah,
it's pretty sweet. And an antenna popped up. Don Murphy had his number saved. I'm like, oh, what's Don Murphy? The commissioner of the softball league, the godfather of softball, is calling me at night.
Well, so congratulate us on our 2 fight wins in one night.
And I am blackout drunk at this point. Andy, it's Murph. Hello, Murph. I got some bad news. You've been kicked out of the league.
Just you?
Well, the league, my team.
Oh, okay.
For what? I went full Shorzy.
For what?
You can't. You fought the other team. I said they started it, Murph. I didn't. I'm not going to get beat up by their team. They want to fight. We'll fight. They started it.
Yeah.
We didn't do anything.
Right.
Nope. Doesn't matter. You're out of the league. They're out of the league. You guys, I can't have fighting. I said, Murph, they started the fight. Nope. The decision's been made. And I go, if you're going to fuck me in the ass, at least spit your dick first. Click. Out of the league. Great line. And I delivered it beautifully drunk.
Yeah.
And now I go back in, guys. We're out of the league. I can party. Who cares, right?
I bet it was, yeah!
Next day.
No more
phone
games.
Rings.
Let's just drink.
Next day, phone rings. Not Murphy. A man who also helped run the league named George Petrodelis. Great guy. Phenomenal
That's
fella.
a hell of a name.
Yep. Andy, I heard you got kicked out of the league. I go, yeah, Murph called me last night. We're out of the league. He goes, no, you're not. He can't do that. It takes an unanimous vote. I know what happened. I'm not voting for you guys out of the league. You're still in the league.
The Godfather
You're fine.
Kick you out. You need the vote.
The
vote of all 5 families in the softball league.
You got George Petrodelis, Stan McKee, and Don Murphy. They're all in charge of the league. They do a 3-headed monster. The 5 families. So, anyways, not out of the league. We finished. We ended up winning the championship that year. Great year.
Holy shit! What a turnaround.
Yeah, my team was fucking stacked. I'm pitching and batting cleanup, but I probably should have been fucking playing the bench and batting
in one night. Get kicked out of the league and then win the championship.
But we were the best team. We weren't losing.
It's still that's a lot of decks stacked against you.
I mean, that should be a movie, like the second. It's Miracle is what it is.
You got Kurt Russell to play your dad.
He would have been a good Doug. Big Doug was just gonna grow a beard. So now my dad has a history with this person too, which is what makes this a funny thing. The Godfather. Murph played against my dad in this same league in the 70s. My dad had this team full of hippies and people missing limbs, and
I wish I pulled the picture because he did send it to me, and holy shit!
We'll make a reel of this. Yeah. It's the Bad News Bears of softball.
It really is. If the Bad News Bears were 40,
yeah, it is there. And Mike, here's a fun fact: they weren't close to 40.
Yeah, well. Age was a little different thing. It's like every so often I'll see this the meme scroll by, and it's the cast of Cheers with all their ages,
I saw the other day,
and they're all in their like early 30s.
My dad in that picture
dead. He's fucking 42.
My dad in that picture is 32 years old.
Wow.
My Uncle Ralph is in his 20s.
Wow.
He's in the front row. He looks like he's at least 60.
Now, okay, so you sent me a message with the picture. But I didn't really decipher all the code. You said your Uncle Ralph. I was trying to, while reading, also trying to zoom in and figure out which one's a which. You said your Uncle Ralph was in the front left something. Was he the one-armed man?
That was Swinney.
Okay.
John Swiniarski.
Jim
who
Abbott.
lost his arm in Vietnam.
Jim Abbott.
He was in a truck driving that rolled over, and he was sleeping with his arm out the window, passenger seat. So he lost his right arm from forearm down.
And he was a
pretty
pitcher.
tough day. He was the backup pitcher.
Yeah.
Uncle Ralph was the pitcher.
Okay.
They also, if you don't know this, if you look at the picture, there's actually 2 Peabody High Hall of Famers for baseball and hockey in that picture. Like, they looked like they were disasters, but Mike Padua is one of the best athletes in Peabody history. He just happened to be a fucking drunk hippie at the time.
I mean, it was basically, if you had that picture, you're a PCU fan, obviously. When the kid's walking down the hallway and it's all like the nice fucking portraits of all the fraternities, and then they get to the pit and it's the fucking psychopaths on the couch with a Polaroid that falls off the wall. Yep. That was that team.
You know what I like about that? That they actually were organized enough to get a team picture.
It was the Animal House of fucking Peabody softball.
So that the 1978 season, my dad's team plays Murph's team. My dad's team was the Bad News Bears, the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Any ragtag bunch of players in the world you can put together that shouldn't win anything but does. They lost to Murph's team in the finals.
Okay.
Back then, Peabody softball, the Godfather of softball's team, Peabody softball had a banquet. They would rent a hall out. They'd all go there and drink and have fun. My dad's team, I don't know if they weren't invited or they didn't want to go. They decided to have a pig roast that day.
So the banquet wasn't just for the winners. It was for the whole league.
It was whole league, right. Multiple leagues, probably 2 leagues, probably 15, 20 teams. Everyone goes to like the Elks or the VFW, like hangs out, bar. Yeah, everyone's having a blast. They all have their own table. My dad's team has a pig roast cookout.
It sounds like a better time, let's be honest.
It's with that crew, of course it was.
Yeah.
The amount of rails they probably bumped back then. I wasn't even born yet. Fucking the blow and the fucking weed. You can't smoke weed and do blow at fucking the Elks. Come on, settle down. So they're having themselves a time, probably whores. Who knows? I wasn't even born yet. Who knows? And they think they have a good idea. They're gonna take the head of the pig they just roasted, and they're gonna put it in a Michelob box. Because that's what Uncle Ralph drank. A Michelob box. Uncle Ralph drank Michelob, and he drank them fast, and there was an empty Michelob box handy. It wasn't like they chose Michelob; it just happened to be there. Uncle Ralph loved. He used to. I did his eulogy.
It adds
Uncle Ralph,
so much color to the story.
I did Uncle Ralph's eulogy, and he had 2 things he loved in the world: Burrows and Lobes, Marlboros and Michelobes.
Burrows and
2 packs.
Lobes.
Burrows and Lobes. He didn't have any family besides us. He had Burrows and Lobes. No kids, no wife. So they put the pig's head in the Michelob box and had it delivered to the banquet to put on the champions table. Here's a gift from, I think it was like CNC Machine, whatever the team was called. Yeah. This is a gift from Dougie and the boys at CNC Machine because my father was the coach of the team, second baseman and coach. Batted second. Perfect spot for him. Right guy for that. And, they opened the box up and there's a fucking pig's head.
So this is where the Godfather of softball came from.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
I mean, Jesus fucking Christ.
Literally, it's the fucking.
It's literally the horse head in the bed.
And I didn't put that together until just now. Wow, we're doing a lot of Godfather references. We had fucking Fredo Jumptown, and we went with the pig's head and the Godfather.
That's exactly where that came from.
But that was a threat. My dad's thing was just he's a fucking prick.
If you said a dead animal's head in a box to anybody, I'm sure it's somewhere a threat.
I mean,
it's not a happy thing.
Kevin Spacey threatening in 7?
Yes, he was a serial killer.
I mean, Gwyneth's head was spoiler alert.
I killed your wife and your baby.
Best part of any movie ever. What's in the box? What's the line? Ready? The line. Somebody call somebody. Greatest line of all time.
So I have a friend, Billy, and his wife Danny, and at their wedding, they were reading their vows and they were doing their thing and blah 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 blah. And there was this box, and I think the box had rings in it, but there was a lot of dramatic pauses, and they kept referencing this box, and I'm watching one of their fucking wedding videos on Facebook, and Dummy from the fucking last row, and they go, and something, 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 the box, and there was a pause, and I just go, what's in the box?
Nailed it.
So glad I got a laugh out of that one. So glad they're a cool fucking couple, and they got it, and they kept it in the video.
Yep, it's a good. Listen, 7's phenomenal.
It's the timing, though. If I had interrupted, I would have been a dick.
Yep. like last year's golf tournament, Billy interrupted the national anthem.
Yep. God, the Italians were not happy with that one. Where's that guy in the purple pants?
He's not playing this year. He's taking the year off.
He played last year was his first year, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he's not playing for a different reason this year. Actually,
oh, okay.
He couldn't schedule wise. We got to bang through these last couple topics though.
So we're done with softball.
Yeah, let's move on.
All right, so let's do commercials. We got do Nick's and Essex.
Nick's on Essex Street.
Nick's on Essex Street.
In Beverly. Nick's on Essex Street in Beverly. They are a phenomenal beef shop. The good Nick's, the better Nick's, the right Nick's on Essex Street.
In Beverly.
In Beverly, open every day but Sunday. Also a supporter of the No Show Beefs golf tournament. I will always put that in there. Longtime sponsor of us. And I don't know their address.
207 Essex Street in Beverly.
It was in Beverly.
NicksPizzaBeverly.com is the website. Every online order, you get 5% off.
Well, that's pretty good. You're a professional.
I try sometimes. And of course, the Instagram, Nicks_Pizza Beverly.
Pizza Beverly on Instagram. Wonderful people, great beefs, good stack, delicious. Yep.
And they had that. They're getting better at the Instagram game. I will give them that credit.
And they have that smoke alarm that goes off every 30 seconds, which is nice.
I think they got a little excited with the Ty Law video, so they started stepping up the Instagram game over it.
Good. They should. It's not fucking bullshit.
_Pizza Beverly.
It is not fucking bullshit.
It is not bullshit. Nick's Pizza Beverly again at 207 Essex Street in Beverly, and NicksPizzaBeverly.com for 5% off of every online order.
Shoot to the Cabaret next. We don't confuse people.
There you go. World famous. You see what I did? You flip them. Go flip you for real. World famous Cabaret Lounge, 96 Newbury Street, which of course is Route 1 South in Peabody. Facebook and Instagram is at Cabaret Lounge Peabody, where in the story you can see what dancers are appearing that evening, because the dancers like to let everybody know on their Instagram stories what days and times they'll be there.
They could be at the golf tournament.
Very nice. Let's hope so.
Working out a deal for the whole full Monty, I guess, if you will.
Jesus, imagine that.
Mm-hmm.
What a fuck. Holy
I also offered up Patty Kelly's today if they wanted to. This is sponsoring the tournament too. If they wanted to just throw a table up and put some bartenders out there, I'd be more than willing to allow that.
So if what you just said and the Cabaret shows up in full force, what I've been texting you about me and Festa, it might not happen. We might just park ourselves.
Well, again, the Festa thing is if the Cabaret girls show up, Festa might find himself at that hole.
We're just going to park ourselves at the hole.
That's probably the plan. I think that would be the best way to have, because we need to put men around them just in case assholes get a little frisky.
It was a funny conversation, let's call it, a few nights ago. He's like, "Yeah, so me and you, we're gonna commandeer a cart, and you're good at that video shit. We're gonna fucking video the whole fucking thing." And I'm like, "Well, we got a guy named Craig. He has cameras. We can bring him along. Yeah, put him on the fucking back of the cart.
Strap him in. Let's go.
Strap him in."
That'd be pretty good if you strapped them in and they just flip the whole video on reverse.
He's got like a fucking helmet like we talked about last week, like fucking Nicholson Easy Rider.
Exactly. Oh, Craigie.
Oh, fuck. Cabaret Lounge, like I said, Route 1 South in Peabody, open 7 days a week till 1 o'clock in the morning at Cabaret Lounge Peabody on the gram and on Facebook. Our other Nicks. Nick's Place Online.com. Of course, Nick's Place in Winthrop, Newmarket, and Raymond, and New Hampshire. And their website, nicksplaceonline.com, where you can find all locations. And of course, you can, I believe, order online. You
can do anything on that website. Is phenomenal. You can do anything. You can buy salad dressing.
Well done, fucking website.
Remember their salad dressing? How you could eat ass with it. We should do that again.
Yeah. I remember.
It's for ass eating.
I remember the salad dressing guy
shoving that salad dressing bottle up your ass and then having someone eat it out, felching, if you will.
Bring Nick's Place home with you. The famous house dressing. Dress your wife's asshole up like it's fucking Christmas dinner.
Nick's salad dressing out of your wife's ass. Tell him Ferg sent you.
Nick's Place famous house dressing. Put it on your wife's house, right on her fucking house parts.
Right in her box.
Right in her box, guy.
Right in her box, guy.
Instagram is nicksplace.online. Same with the Facebook. And there we go.
So I need to buzz through the topics real quick, though, the last two.
All right.
We're going to do the quick NFL thing, the football thing. Listen, I'm ready for it. The streaming services are bullshit.
You need 87 subscriptions just to watch the season.
It's stupid, and you can't change the channel. So to Thursday night's games on Prime, I'm locked into fucking Prime for 4 hours. No, fuck you. I want to click. I want to skip commercials. I don't want to deal with that bullshit. Oh. I'm mad.
Wasn't it on Peacock this week?
It's on Peacock. It's on Paramount Plus. It's
Netflix
on Prime.
Netflix is going to have a game or two.
It's on networks. I don't have time for this shit. I want to watch Red Zone.
The NFL Network is going to have like a few Saturday games, which you have to subscribe to that.
It's bullshit. Should we fucking
and you can't get the fucking ticket unless you sign up for YouTube TV.
And if you live in Rhode Island, you can't watch DirecTV right now because they're blacking the games out.
Yep. Because Disney tried to buy DirecTV. DirecTV lowballed them or some shit or whatever the fuck they did.
So fucking dumb.
And Disney was like, okay, cool. You're not going to get ESPN or ABC. Have fun football season, dickheads.
Let me watch football. Okay, that's one thing done. Good. Tyreek Hill got arrested and put face down to the fucking ground.
I saw a meme. I might have sent it to you. It was a news headline. Florida man gets arrested and then runs for 80 yards. Most Florida fucking headline ever.
That was Florida man's page. I saw one that was a picture of Tyreek Hill in cuffs at 10 a.m. and a picture of Tyreek Hill at 3 p.m. pretending to be in cuffs.
Yeah.
We watched the video. I watched the video. Yeah. Tyreek Hill's a fucking idiot and the cop's an asshole.
So yeah, I believe there's a reel to be made out of this fucking thing. I'll leave that up to you. But yeah, so Tyreek Hill was being a dick.
He wouldn't roll his window down.
So he rolled his window down. Then
he rolled the window down.
Then he rolled it back up and wouldn't roll it back down. And there was a cop that was being relatively fucking reasonable about this. He was the one knocking on the window, actually.
Yeah.
He's like knocking on the window. And then super fucking aggressive dude out of left field. I get it. He's being a dick, but also he's not being like that much of a dick that you had to go where you went with it. But okay, fine. They got him down on the ground. They put him in handcuffs. Okay. It was a little much, but okay, still. I'm still not like, I'm like, okay, that was a little aggressive, but not outside the realm of okay, fine. Because it wasn't like they fucking, they didn't George Floyd his ass.
No,
but they put him in handcuffs. Okay, fine. But this guy was clearly looking to arrest a lot of people that day because
he was tough guy special.
An SUV pulls off to the side of the road. Okay, so that was the other thing. So they got Tyreek in handcuffs, and the cop, who in the video is being relatively reasonable, is saying, "I need you to sit on the curb." And you can actually see, as Tyreek is telling him, I just had knee surgery, is trying to put himself down. The guy literally comes out of left field and basically clotheslines him to the curb as he's saying, I'm having fucking knee surgery. And he was at that point, he was cooperating.
Yep.
Okay.
So he was in cuffs at that point. So he was cooperating.
So SUV pulls off the side of the road and you see Tyreek start yelling down the street to whoever was down there. They're arresting me. Call so-and-so. He kept saying a name. I forgot the name.
Part of the coach.
Yeah, exactly. Call whoever. I'm being arrested. Call whoever. Yeah. He just kept repeating it. And then because we're watching body cam footage, so you have to wait for the person with the body cam to actually move so you see what the fuck is going on. So he starts moving down, and the reasonable cop goes, just get in your car. Just get in your car and get the fuck out of here. Just get in your car and get the fuck out. Which again, the guy he's pulled in. He's in the breakdown lane. They were saying he's parked in the middle of the road. I'm looking at it. It's like he's in the breakdown lane, pal. And
he shouldn't have done that, but fine. He wasn't being aggressive. He wasn't being aggressive.
He's standing on the side of the road on his phone. Okay. But when the cop was finally like, get in your car and get out of here, he starts to try to move. But at this point, Mr. Aggressive is all up in his face. Like, no, fuck you. Give me your license. He's like, I'm trying to leave. The guy's telling me to leave. No. And he literally said, now you're dealing with me, and has his handcuffs already out. I'm like, what are you going to do? Arrest him for talking on the fucking phone? Like
Calais Campbell, NFL Man of the Year last year.
What is that was the point that I kind of lost it on this guy, because I'm like, what are you exactly going to explain to people? I handcuffed him aggressively because he pulled off to the side of the road safely, by the way, and stepped out of his vehicle to make a phone call.
All right, we lost Instagram, but I'm going to leave that.
I mean, at what fucking like at what point is that not fucking allowed?
Listen, Calais Campbell wasn't an asshole. Tyreek Hill was an asshole. Calais Campbell.
Calais Campbell. And you said he was man of the year last year.
Man of the year in the NFL last year.
And he was clearly just trying to do the right thing. He was just like, okay, well, one of our star players is getting arrested. Let somebody fucking know.
So Calais Campbell was trying to see what's going on. Tyreek Hill should have rolled his window down, should have complied better.
Yeah.
But that cop was a fucking cunt. So it's like, it's so many wrong people, but that cop like overdid it. You don't need to fucking.
He really overdid it.
Back multiple times. The fucking human being, settle down. And I knew it. My opinion was right when Stephen A. Smith agreed with me.
Yep.
Because he did. I need you to talk for 10 seconds.
Andy says, I know Stephen A. Smith agreed with me. Now you go, Mike. Okay, fine. But yeah, no, the cop was overly fucking aggressive. And he clearly had a problem, and I don't know if it was a problem with them in particular, because maybe he lost some money on the Dolphins. I don't know. These things do happen. Maybe it had other reasons and implications. I don't know. Maybe he's just a fucking hardo because I don't know. He's a short man. He looked about all of 5'4" with, handcuffs and a fucking badge. And when a tall man says, I'm just standing on the side of the road with a fucking cell phone in my hand and I'm trying to get back into my vehicle, and he's going to arrest him for talking on the phone. Like if there was a lot of Napoleon complex involved in this, I felt. No. As I just explained when you were gone, he looked about 5'4".
Listen, it was either I leave or piss my pants. I made a choice.
That's fine. But Stephen A. Smith agreed with you.
Yeah. He said basically it was more of the typical Stephen A. Smith commentary where he made it racial very quickly, but then he brought it home because the cops weren't white.
Well, they were
little boys. They were Hispanic. But it was basically how quick they are to dehumanize a black man was how he worded it, which they did quick. And Tyreek Hill cooperated eventually, but he was a dick in the beginning.
He was a dick in the beginning, but not enough of a dick to really.
No, that was aggressive. It was over.
That was just like he was being a dick, but he was being a smug dick. He wasn't being an aggressive dick. Like he wasn't like
aggressive.
He wasn't not complying. He was
just your aggressive dick.
Like honestly, like how okay. So how many times? I know you've seen this video a million fucking times, and I never fucking believe it, but you always see it when you're scrolling through, and it's like the traffic stop. Usually it's like a DUI checkpoint, and the guy holds his license up to the window with a fucking note on a piece of paper saying, I don't have to comply to fucking blah, blah, blah.
Illegal search and seizure, yeah.
So like, as soon as the window went up, I'm like, oh, he's like, my brain went to, oh, he's calling a lawyer.
He's causing trouble. The lawyer was sitting next to him.
That's
his agent was in the car.
That's even worse. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Drew Rosen was literally sitting in there.
Oh, so at the very least, super aggressive cop is pretty fucked.
Yeah, he's in big trouble.
Like even when I was picking up pizza tonight, like that's all that was on fucking ESPN was just like the Dolphins issuing the statement saying that we need like swift and whatever justice for fucking the cops. Like they're not saying Tyreek didn't do anything wrong. They're not saying he was fucking innocent or he was a good boy, but they're also saying, well, he wasn't that fucking much of an asshole.
Exactly. He didn't hit, the punishment didn't fit the crime.
And then like I said, the second guy, what was his name again?
Calais Campbell.
Really? The dude literally had his fucking cuffs in his hand and the video cut out. Like the video stopped. Yep. I don't know how it ended, but like he was
detained briefly.
See, that's ridiculous.
Never arrested.
That's ridiculous.
He was detained briefly. I don't know if he was never charged.
Basically, he had cuffs put on him.
Yes. Yeah.
That is fucking.
Oh, the cops are cunts. That's the worst version of chips.
Fucking sane. Because again, take away whatever the fuck happened with Tyreek. I'm sure he was going like 100 miles an hour in his fucking whatever Corvette and swerving and all that shit. Reckless driving was the one of the many charges. The other guy just fucking pulled his car off to the side of the road safely and was on the phone on the sidewalk. That was it.
It's the worst episode of Chips ever.
It's really tough. That's a tough beat, and especially
Eric Estrada hates that episode. He's so mad right now.
To be continued, I guess.
We're gonna bag out on word of the week this week, so I have to go upstairs.
Oh, really? You getting call?
No, it's like 10:00. I got things to do up there.
It's 9:30. We're on normal pace here, pal.
No, what time is it?
We've only been on. We started late. We've only been on for 2 hours.
Well, it's 9:40.
9:40. Okay. Yeah.
All right, listen. We're gonna do fuck, marry, kill. It's important we get this one out there.
Oh, this is the important bit.
This is the word of the week we threw together at the end. Who cares? We'll put it next week. This is important.
All right.
We have a fuck, marry, kill that matters. It's important. It's topical. It matters.
It was topical 2 weeks ago. Let's be honest.
It's topical right now because one of the people's husbands scored a touchdown the other day, so it matters to me. And the other person is on Dance with the Stars.
That's very loose.
Yes, it's topical.
That's very loose.
I hit you up the other day with a fuck, marry, kill.
Yeah.
Olympics edition.
Okay. 3
female athletes.
Yep.
You have Simone Biles, a 28-year-old, 4'8", 100-pound gymnast.
She's 4'8"?
4'8", 100-pound gymnast. Yeah, I looked it up. You have Ilona Maher, a rugby player for the USA, also on Dancing with the Stars, a 5'10".
She's 4'8".
Yep, 5'10".
Well,
200-pound rugby player, 5'10", 200 pounds.
Yeah.
You have Brittany Griner, a 6'9", 205-pound center for the women's basketball team. Fuck, marry, kill, Mike.
Can I kill 2?
Nope.
Can I please kill 2?
You know what? Go ahead, kill 2. And then what do you do with the last one?
Because I would fucking marry Simone Biles.
Biles?
Well, it doesn't matter.
How tall are you?
6'3". Fucking perfect.
What do you weigh?
It's perfect.
What do you weigh?
It's perfect.
You weigh a lot more than 104 pounds, I believe, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Not quite 3 times that, but you know.
Yeah, but see that's actually
You're
perfect because she's the one that likes to jump up and down and do the. Well, you know, she's a little spinner.
Mike, you'll split her open. She's built like a child.
Well, thank you.
No, it doesn't matter how.
Yeah, but compared to the other 2, Jesus Christ, I might get shanked by the one on the bottom, and I'm still can't convince. You can't convince me that's not fucking Caitlyn Jenner in the middle.
It really does look like young Caitlyn Jenner.
Holy
Simone
shit.
Biles.
So I've seen her picture a bunch of fucking times, mostly sent by you. But I've seen those fucking Dancing with the Stars commercials, and as we talked about before, I didn't recognize her as this person that you definitely want to have sex with, but I realized the commercial fucking held on her longer than the other people, and I'm like,
because she's famous.
A
fashion icon.
My brain every time I've seen that commercial goes, why are they holding on the trans person longer?
Listen, here's the thing. Here's the 3 choices. The easiest kill of all time is Brittany Griner.
I mean, unless she gets you first.
Brittany Griner is disgusting. She's 6'9".
You better have some protection in the yard, or she's going to come up on you.
And I'm pretty positive she's fully transitioned to a man. She shoots basketball in her yard topless. That's real. That's on TMZ. She's topless in her yard just shooting hoops. Like that's what women do. Here's the thing.
She also can't fucking smuggle drugs for shit.
Oh, she's terrible doing drugs in Russia. She's the worst drug dealer in Russia.
Like, who brings drugs to vacation?
I'm going to give you some logic. There. You made the right choice with marrying Simone Biles, even though it makes me feel like you're a pedophile, and me too.
I mean, what am I supposed to do? You made the list, pal.
She's so little. She's so tiny. If you look at her in a vacuum,
but like I said, she carries it well because watching the Olympics, I would have never imagined until this very moment that she's 4'8".
If you look at her in a vacuum next to other small people,
midget.
Yeah. But if you look at her without regular sized people near her, it's like, wow, that's a really good looking woman. That's a nice little ass.
About it when the Olympics were on.
She's beautiful, but then you put her next to a human being, and it doesn't make any sense that they're the same species. She's too small.
Didn't you say her husband was a football player?
Yeah, NFL player, also pedophile.
Is it a large man?
He's a football. He's an NFL player. He's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
It's really weird. Here's the thing, though. I don't want to do this more than once, but I'm a big guy.
He's not that big because she's at his shoulders.
I'm a big guy.
So what's he like? 5'8"?
She has heels.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
You've seen the movie Mystery Alaska?
Yeah.
When Russell Crowe asks the big, huge dude, "Are you a big guy?" and he's a big guy because he knocks Russell Crowe over. I'm also a big guy. You're a big guy.
Yeah.
Alona Maher is a big girl.
Is that the one in the middle?
It's a woman. She's in good shape.
Is that the dude in the middle?
She's got nice big lips. I'd climb that mountain once.
She has a sweet Adam's apple.
No Adam's apple, no bulge. That is a woman all day, and I will climb that tomorrow.
Those lovely Andre the Giant hands.
I mean, listen, my dick's in hiding those things, but I'm in. I'm down.
She wraps a beer can like Andre.
Well, hello, like Doris Burke.
And
no, I am. Listen, I'm in. I don't care. I'm in. I find her weirdly attractive sometimes.
The underdeveloped mid-transition tits. Just do.
Listen, she has small. She has workout tits. She works out a lot.
Every part of her just turns me off.
That's fine. You can not want to fuck her, but
I don't like this game anymore.
I kind of find her weirdly kind of not gross. She's okay.
I don't like this game anymore.
If you follow her Instagram like I do,
even this photo, which is literally the fucking cover of Swimsuit Illustrated's swimsuit model, picture. It does look like she kind of has like a 5 o'clock shadow there. Maybe
you think that. That's called they call that contouring.
Well, they call it chin stubble.
Nope.
She has about as much hair on her chin as you do right now.
I'm just telling you right now.
I'm just saying that there's a saying.
Alona Maher. I'm gonna watch Into the Stars just for her.
Alona. You can't pronounce her name, motherfucker.
I don't know. I've never heard her name said. It's Alona Maher. Sure. Alona Maher.
What did I call Simone Baez?
Simone Baez, Alona Maher, and Brittany Grimes. Brittany Grimes. It's fine.
Is it Baez or Biles?
It's Biles.
Biles.
Biles. You fucking illiterate idiot.
Well,
you
I
illiterate
gave
idiot.
You made her twist.
Yeah, she's all of a sudden she's doing beef reviews and past lethal reviews. Simone Baez. Listen, there's no shame in this. I kind of want to throw glue at fucking Alona Maher. I don't care. I'm not gonna.
I mean, that was the topic before the fuck, marry, kill.
I'm a big guy and she's a big girl. I want to see what happens. So you can wrestle afterwards. It's fine.
Look, I've had big girls. They also had big tits. Give me something to fucking play with here.
She got a decent ass though, and she's got an okay ass. I mean, she's thick, strong. You want to fuck dudes, so what's the difference? You're into it. You want to fuck Jason Momoa? You told me earlier.
Here's the thing, pal. We've done now. This is the first out of the last 3 weeks where you haven't talked about wanting to fuck a guy.
I just did. Alona Maher.
Yeah, exactly. So that's called a winning streak. It has happened before.
Listen, pal. It's all I know is this. I'd fuck her.
Yeah, I know you would.
Would I pay? Yeah. I mean, hold on.
Would you though?
Real quick. Nope. I mean, I was
for her specifically, not a prostitute that looks like her.
Yes.
You would pay to fuck her.
She's a celebrity. Yeah, of course I would.
I don't know her enough.
I laid down some coin to say I did it.
I don't know her enough. Like I said,
if I was given a hall pass, I'd lay down some coin to say I fucked
I've seen her
that
picture a bunch of times, and I still couldn't recognize her, and definitely couldn't pronounce her name. There's
no way I'm laying out fucking money for her. I would clothesline her too. I'd fucking knock her out too afterwards because you know what? I'm a man. And you're not.
Take the money back.
I'd fucking steal it back. Fuck you. You don't get my money. Be stronger. Grow up.
I'll clothesline her, steal the money, and run out of the fucking shitty motel.
I think I could take her. I mean, I got her by 70 pounds. I think I could take her.
Well, yeah, she's an athlete.
I was an athlete once.
There's a lot of past tense in that story, pal.
I could still bench press her, no problem. Mm-hmm. I can do 2 1/4 for sets right now. Let's go. Send it.
She's like, again though, even this reference I'm about to make, she had better tits. I was gonna say it's like the chick that fucking Long Duck Dong was trying to fucking 16 candles, the one that was lifting weights at the fucking party, but she had big tits.
Yeah, she did.
What the fuck?
Listen, we're gonna do one next week. Then blow your mind.
I can't wait.
Alona Maher versus Buck Angel.
I might kill myself live on the show.
Go fuck yourself.
All right, we wrapping it up?
Yeah, it's over.
All right, thank you to our sponsors, Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage, Ben Franklin Print Company, Twisted Fate Brewing in Danvers, Anthony's Roast Beef and Pizza in Tewksbury, Nick's on Essex Street in Beverly, world famous Cabaret Lounge, Route 1 in PB, and Nick's Place, Winthrop, Newmarket, Raymond, New Hampshire, and nicksplaceonline.com.
Posting a status right now on Facebook.
Yeah.
One word: debate.
Oh, good one. Yeah, we've been going up against the fucking debate tonight, and just so we can knock it off the list, I see you're wearing the James River 2024 shirt.
Always.
Have you ever? Would you ever? And I know the answer, but let's go with it. Own or buy actual political merch?
Not a fucking chance. Ever in my life will I own a candidate's shirt. I might get a Wu-Tang shirt. Wu-Tang is forever.
But again, that's not the same. Like, that's literally like what you're wearing. The James River 2024.
I wear ironic versions.
Ironic.
Never in my life will I
shirts,
put a flag on my house, a sign on my lawn, a person's name in my shirt, unless it's my fucking cousin running for local office. Never in a million fucking years will I do that. Nope.
You know what my favorite is? The bumper stickers with the years that people can't get the fuck off.
Because they put them on the paint instead of the window, like, because they're fucking stupid.
So you're driving around in the North Shore and you see a Cutlass with goddamn Dukakis 1990 whatever the fuck on there.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Never, ever, 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 ever do that. Do not put political stuff in your house. Seriously. Or your car or your body.
I mean, it's fucking $40 for a T-shirt that is going to be meaningless in 6 months.
It's a Macklemore line. $40 for a T-shirt?
Shit.
That's from Thrift Shop.
All right, so we can cross that off the list too. See you next week, cunts.
Cunts of the year are those people that buy that shit. See you later.
There you go.
Fuck off, jump down, you're a cunt.